Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. I am your boy, Black Snow, the tag team champ. I told y'all, I'm coming back for belts and I'm taking them. That's what's going on.
Hopefully you keep it.
No, hopefully. Ain't no hopefully. I'm definitely keeping this shit. Ain't no hopefully. Just for that, you know what? I might skip your fucking intro talking that bullshit. Thank you, John Laurinaitis. Being a man of mystery for some strange fucking reason, not even showing his face or talking.
He's probably naked.
More than likely. Our producer, also tag team prediction champion, along with myself. The other half of the I wouldn't say the North. I'd say more like the.
Y'all are DB and Kane.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Definitely Team Hell No. Definitely Team Hell No. Give it up for our producer, Mongo. Mongo, if you there, say what's up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Flaunt the gold, baby.
There we go, boys. That's what I'm talking about.
Good
Ladies
Lord.
and gentlemen, it's me. It's me. It's the CHAMP.
With a TH.
That's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back on top. I'm back with the gold.
Of the tag division.
Mongo is co-holder along with myself of the tag belts.
Right.
As you can see, the belt is a little covered right now. When it's the tag, you know, she stays a little
did
covered.
you steal that from?
I stole from Justin.
Oh, damn.
No, so I got mine signed, so I know it's not mine.
Oh,
Bill Goldberg signed mine, so
Don't brag about that.
I'm not.
Don't brag about that.
Hey, at
I don't
least
know
his
how
is
that
a belt.
happened.
Mine is a fanny pack, so
yeah,
yeah, that's a fanny pack.
holy shit, boys! What a weekend, man! The curse is lifted, and I gotta say, Jeremy, thank you for being the one to take it off of me. Good luck. It's gonna be a bitch.
Bastard.
Coming in, good segue to the man. Coming in next from the BX for the first time on this podcast without a fucking belt. About damn time. This motherfucker got a sign for everything.
Yep.
Give it up for the Puerto Rican Bronson Reed, our very own Fiend. Give it up for Jeremy.
Uh-oh.
That's all I got to do.
Damn.
Fuck the champs. Fuck the champs. All right. Fuck the champs. That's all right. I got gold. You don't. That's how that goes. And I'm whipping your ass in fantasy right now.
Ooh.
All right, we don't need to bring that up. We don't need to bring that up.
Resolution.
Yeah, we are.
Doesn't matter that much.
That's Mongo's fault.
No,
Coming to us.
It's Mongo's fault. The champs. It's the champ. It's the main champ's fault.
How's that bus feel, Mongo?
Yeah, because you just got ran.
You got ran over. He just threw you way under that bus.
I know. I'm used to it. Look, as acting manager of Team Raw, I'm used to it.
This is coming to us from Macon, Georgia. Our boy, who's been on a little roll now, we're coming on so we can give him introductions. Our very own Otis Keith Lee, Luchasaurus, our journalist. Give it up for Justin.
What's up, guys? Obviously, it's been quite the week. A lot of news we got to get to, a lot of reviews we got to get to, and a lot of predictions we got to get to. So there's just a lot going on in wrestling, and man, these last couple of weeks have been a lot of fun. Just to see how everything's played out. I'm excited to talk some wrestling with you guys tonight.
That's what's up. Last but certainly not least, coming to us from Louisville, Kentucky, our memeologist, Maurice's baby daddy, the Matty Bischoff, the Matty Ziegler, the Matty Rhodes. The man is just pretty much everything. Give it up for our boy Matt. Say what's up.
What's up, folks? I'm actually here on time for once for the first time in weeks. I'm ready to talk some wrestling. I ain't got no belt. I'll just be the people's champion. I'll be everybody's champion for now.
What you call it? Well, as y'all can see, being the bougie man that I am for winning the gold, I decided to do a little nice liqueur tonight. You know, instead of doing the hard stuff like how I normally do when I curse, I figured I'd do something a little nice. So, you know what? Sponsor us. This shit is good. Sponsor us.
Kenny
Bougie.
is
Yeah, bougie
KJ.
bitch.
He is KJF. He is our MJF of the evening.
I damn sure am. I damn sure am.
He is better than us.
What you call? Let's get into a little bit of news real quick. The one thing I want to talk about that I guess we all probably want to talk about is the fake seizure that KOR had after NXT.
That shook me and the rest of the internet.
But was
Bruh.
it a fake seizure, or was like he just selling really well and the fans took it that way?
No, it was a sell. He was selling. It was a sell. It was a
Right.
sell. But here's the thing. He sold that shit so well that people thought his ass was having a seizure. They even took him out on the stretcher and everything. So fans definitely believe that,
It was
KOR had, especially knowing his background, knowing that the man is like a severe diabetic,
Right.
like you know, he didn't show up for the beginning part of the pandemic because he was like, yo, I'm not putting myself at risk. So for him to fake that, you motherfucker KOR you. Yo, fuck you too, Tito. How about that?
Well, damn, who said that?
Well, fuck you too.
But
But I'm saying but KOR, that's one thing you can't play with. When it's something that we know can really happen to you, that'd be like Roman coming back out like, yo, I got cancer again. Psych! Like, come on, like you can't
All right.
do some
all right.
shit
he
like that.
sold,
Alright, hold
he
on,
sold
hold on.
the
You
shit out of
can't,
it.
yo.
He
So we're
sold the
mad
shit
that
out of that.
we're mad that he sells well. Is that what we're mad at?
No, I'm mad that it was sold to. It was what you call it. The way he sold it, because of his background, people automatically thought it had something to do with that.
Right.
You see,
That is their fault.
Mm-hmm. But not for
I
I mean,
nothing.
we see guys. I mean,
Like when that
we talked
camera-
about this.
Did
when you
everybody-
got the camera all up in his face, and when you know a man has
There
been
was
known
drool
to
on the
have
floor.
diabetic seizures, and there's drool on the floor, you are going to
Yeah,
be very
drop.
concerned.
on his head on the steel steps? That's not a bad sell for that. Look,
Mhm.
I just think
Fans-
of the
just assume that he had, for some reason, some fans assumed he had a seizure, and then they ran with it. And now the WWE's getting backlash because a fan thought he had a seizure, therefore it's their fault, and they told him to do that, which is not what happened. He did nothing wrong.
Kenny and Mike were doing their Impact show this past week. If you guys have not watched that yet, you should. They get on, watch Impact, AEW, or NXT live every week. Definitely a fun watch. But there was a moment in that I kind of picked up on that kind of brings us back to this. Is they were showing the old matches, the same like 10 old matches they always show in the commercial breaks.
Mhm.
And the one where I guess it was Santana and Ortiz, when he gets dropped from the ladder onto the table, and he just starts like frying bacon, like he looks like a piece of fried bacon, like flopping up and down. Like
Yeah, we call that the TNA hump sell.
so that is kind of what I imagined. Like when I thought Kyle O'Reilly on this for some reason.
Same here.
And so I get where like the seizure part could come in, but at the same time, like how often do we see stretcher spots in WWE? It's quite often. I mean, we saw Rey Mysterio get put on a stretcher and then get beat while he was on the stretcher.
Speaking of that,
and
hold
it
on.
didn't
Speaking of that, I'm glad you mentioned that because I shared something in the group one time. That particular scene when Ray got used for a wiffle ball bat, when Big Show put his ass on that stretcher, tied him up, and pinged him against that post, he wasn't supposed to let Ray go. He's supposed to hold on to it and like put Ray down. Instead, he dropped Ray just like he hit a fucking home run, and Ray landed dead smack on his fucking head.
That's what he did.
But I say that to say like we see these stretcher spots all the time. it's not WWE's fault that fans ran with that they thought it was real.
You know what it is? You're 100%. You're 100% right. I'm not going to lie with that. You're 100% right. I think you know what, Mongo? I'm gonna have to agree with what you said earlier. I'm going to say I'm a little bit upset that KOR sold it that fucking well. That's my beef.
Okay, and that's fine. He's
I'm upset that he sold it that well. Like, we've seen injuries or we've seen things be sold. Reggie,
yeah, you know he's gonna show up.
Reggie, where the fuck are you, Reggie? But
All I think of is Bad Boys when you say Reggie.
Reggie. But you know what? Like, we've seen people wrestle and stuff like that, and we've seen them sell certain things, and we've been like, oh, they can sell their ass off. You know what? I guess I am mad that KOR sold the fuck out of that to the point where we thought it was actually real. So, you know what? I'm not mad at WWE. I'm mad at KOR for being that good of a goddamn actor. I'm mad and I'm proud of you, damn it. Don't do that shit again. Don't scare us like that again, motherfucker. All right. The other news I want to talk about is the announcement of a pregnancy.
Call me daddy.
Woo! Space Mountain must have been working for at least one night. No, I'm just playing.
When he said, call me daddy at the top of that ramp.
So, on this week's edition of Raw, Lacey Evans, during the middle of a tag match with Peyton Royce against Charlotte and Asuka, as she was tagged in, walked away. And when Charlotte went to grab her, she said, "You're not going to get your hands on me. You're not going to touch me. I'm pregnant." So now, of course, the storyline has always been like, it hasn't been said, but it's been, I guess, hinted at that Lacey and Rick have had having sexual encounters or whatever the case. So Rick gets all excited, woo, call me daddy, like Justin said. Come to find out, Lacey ass actually is fucking pregnant.
Right.
Not my Rick. I don't think.
No, by her actual husband. I hope it ain't Rick.
Remember like a year ago when Lacey Evans was fighting Sasha Banks
and had her daughter?
And her daughter and her husband were at every show, and Sasha was getting heat by like fucking with her daughter.
Right.
Talking about like her being like a proud mom, and man, we've come a long way in fucking that up.
Yeah. I mean,
also, the running joke has now become, if you're scheduled to face Asuka,
you get pregnant.
Because she was supposed to face Becky after she won Money in the Bank, and Becky was pregnant. And so now she had to fight Lacey, and Lacey is pregnant. So
you know what it is? Asuka out here hitting all of them with that, like, oh yeah, you know what? I've been a MILF for a minute. It's time for y'all to sit y'all happy asses down. Right. Sit y'all hot girl summer asses down for a little bit. Hold these babies. That's where Asuka's out here. So Asuka out here rubbing fertility pills on people's backs when they ain't looking in the middle of the matches.
That's what's in the green mist.
That's the green mist. It's a fertility mist. She out here blowing that shit.
She hitting them with the gas station pills. That's what she doing.
She like, you want some tea?
Hold that. You're pregnant.
She putting pink diamond into that green mist.
I think we disappoint Mongo more and more every week.
Every week I want to watch that.
So this wine is good, Justin. It'll sneak up on you. So see, look, I done finished that cup already.
Bianca, don't challenge her. Montez, make sure you tell Bianca, don't challenge her.
Well, listen. As of right now, I gotta admit, Uso and Montez must have the best pullout games in the league. Because how Naomi and Bianca ain't pregnant yet is beyond me. Because as a husband,
if they gotta face Asuka, they're gonna be pregnant. So
as a husband, and you have a beautiful wife such as that's a given. That's a given, and these dudes haven't done it yet. I commend them.
The crazy thing in this one,
they better than me clearly, because I got a clan.
The crazy thing with this one though is Lacey, I think, was about to win the title. I really think she had a shot to win it, And the reason I think we were getting Charlotte Lacey at Mania for the title.
Oh, definitely.
And
I think we were getting that too. And here's the thing about that: I think we were getting that with Lacey winning.
I think Lacey was going to get put over. And so, like, when you look at that and look at, I mean, I'm not saying like the kid's not a bad thing. I'm sure it's a blessing, but like, man, what a way to like have like the biggest push of your career just like stopped.
It really
is. She was definitely about to win, and that's why I picked her.
You know, this reminds me of when Karma debuted in the WWE.
Oh yeah, and
then
the
Royal Rumble, and the next night she was pregnant.
And then the bad part, she ended up miscarrying.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens a lot in WWE. Oddly enough,
Team SmackDown got Lacey pregnant. They were in cahoots. As soon as I picked her up, for NWL, she just magically is pregnant.
I don't think she was going to win. I thought we were going to get Charlotte and Asuka at Mania again.
I was desperate.
We might be now, but I don't think that was the plan initially. Because I think Asuka was about ready to lose that title. Now she'll probably hold on to it till Mania, and we'll get Charlotte going over. But
unless we get Alexa.
Okay.
That could be a fun story. I don't know how you get there, but it'd be a fun story.
I got another piece of news that I want to share real quick that I just seen. According to some sources, they say that aside from, the big people like Finn Balor and probably like Adam Cole, the average NXT star makes between 100 to 150K per year, while the new signees are coming in at 50 to 60K.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad damn deal, considering the fact that you're not going anywhere. You don't have to be on television every fucking day. Like, I know a lot of people were upset when they got their contracts restructured, but let's think about this. You're not traveling to go anywhere, and you're still pulling in six figures.
And you still getting a part of your merch. Like, soon you gotta be excited when they tell you, "Oh, you're getting a T-shirt." Look how quick MSK got a shirt.
Right.
Look, you're not doing any house shows. You're not wrestling more than a match or two a week.
Right.
I mean, you're training, but like that's really about it.
You have to be making more than whatever Impact's paying.
I don't even see how they could even.
Because Alex Shelley was so worried about losing his job as a physical therapist that he can't even go back over there right now.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck Impact pays or lower talent. I can't imagine it's 50,000.
They get them Trident layers. You know that Trident layers.
I know Kimberly. I know Kimberly's like a vet's assistant that she does every day that she's not wrestling. So at WWE, you don't work another job. You work. That's the job you work, and that's it.
This ain't making nothing. This is you thought you gonna wrestle. And you go wrestle.
You're working at another job. I'm getting a cut of that.
They
see a WWE superstar at that McDonald's every day. That's a bit. That's coming to me. That's coming to me.
Tell Ronald he gonna run me that money. I will fight Ronald. I will fight Ronald McDonald.
Okay, I got something.
Is now the longest reigning NXT UK champion.
Who?
Okay.
Officially surpassed Pete Dunne today.
Okay. I don't claim that, because during that time frame, a lot of Walter's time frame was during the pandemic.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do we count it? Do we count it?
No. Pete was actually competing during his shit. It may not have all been in NXT, but he was going around to all the different promotions with that NXT championship in Europe, fucking still competing and fighting.
Walter also was like, they shut down UK for a while, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, are they counting those days? Because
all those days.
Yeah, I mean that's just not even remotely
fair,
close. Right? I mean, Pete Dunne was actually going out there and having to wrestle. Walter was sitting at home with his feet up.
I mean, not like NXT, Evolve, Progress, all the promotions, ICW.
Like literally, I hate to say it, Walter, you're a great fighter, but literally, I say about a good 7 months of your reign, you were not competing. a good 6-7 months of your reign.
Well, and even when he, because he had the title when he came over here, right? When they were doing the Imperium stuff.
Yeah.
So he was not, from what I can remember. I mean, it's been like 5 years since then, or it seems like it.
Right.
I don't remember him really having to defend it all that much here. He was just in that big storyline with Imperium, where he was just going out there, and you knew he wasn't losing that title.
Actually, he was competing a lot on back in when NXT UK first kind of started. Like it seemed like every pay-per-view he was defending that championship when they first started.
Oh no, I meant when he came to the US, and
when he came to the US, he had like 2 matches, if that.
He was gonna, if the pandemic hadn't have, freaking coronavirus hadn't started, we were gonna get Walter versus Finn probably for that NXT UK title.
Yeah,
and that turned out to be a blessing in disguise because I mean, Finn got another NXT title run. Walter's just sitting back, and I really feel like he's going to end up popping back up once the world reopens. Imperium is over. Well, all of Imperium is over here except him.
And but the thing about it is, Walter don't want to be here.
Right. So it's like they gotta do it while the iron is hot. They gotta do like whatever they gotta do. They gotta do it in a quick and timely fashion.
Walter joined in 2019. He joined NXT UK in 2019. He has had 15 matches in NXT UK, 5 matches in NXT, and then 2 in WWE's main roster.
So 22 matches in roughly
that ass match at Survivor Series.
900 days?
Pretty much. 634.
Okay.
That match was bullshit. Had Walter like a bitch in that match.
So
no, I don't count.
I can't count that. I'm sorry, but that's like we see some of these guys when things are up and running. You see some of these guys out here every night, 25 matches in a month.
Right.
When you count house shows and stuff. But like, I mean, 25 matches. I mean, I know like we look at people when like John Cena was doing his open challenge. I mean, you're talking he had like 20 title defenses in the like 4-month span that he had the title.
Right.
Not literally, but like you're talking like that's so much compared to what Walter's fought 25 times, and how many of those matches could he have conceivably even lost?
Technically, Cena had 16 title defenses in that 4-month span because he had 1 each week.
Okay. So I wasn't far off. But yeah, I think that when you look at it and you break that down, Walter only having 25 matches, not even title matches, just matches during a 2.5-year span or so, you just can't count that.
Right, like I'm not taking away anything from the matches that he has had and anything from the wins that he has had, but you gotta if you're gonna say he's the longest champion, you gotta put an asterisk next to it due to the fact that for a good, I say 5-6 months, no one was able to go anywhere or do anything.
Right.
Anywhere or anything. Which is why as soon as they were able to move around and shit like that, WWE got the belts off of all the fucking champions. Just about. They switched up belts with a lot of people. So
okay. 685 days as champion. That's what he's at right now.
600 and who do you?
85.
685. Nah.
You drop off like what 150 of those?
Basically.
Maybe more.
Right.
I just don't even know how you
Taylor Ray's
at
535. And counting.
But you have to take off some for hers too, right?
And Gallus is up there. I think Gallus is about to hit a year.
You can't, I'm gonna be honest, you can't count anyone in the UK's reigns right now. Because they were on complete lockdown. Not like how the US was on fake lockdown. They were on you can't leave your fucking house or you get beat with a billy club by the bubbies. Like you couldn't do shit. Okay? Like, so that's a different type of lockdown than what we were on.
Actually, sorry. Gallus is at 503 days.
And I love Gallus, but nah, I can't count that.
Of course,
just not
even
the same.
if you take away their days that they were shut down completely, they're still miles ahead of any other team holding those belts.
But NXT in the UK is still roughly new. It's still roughly new, and it's still roughly new and still pretty much, I hate to say it, unknown. Gallus is the most known team that they have, pretty much, as far as the people who are within it. You know what I mean? So I guess you got to kind of keep the belt on your name brand, so you can get people to watch it. Reggie, where the fuck you been, Reggie?
I thought they could have taken off the belt off of Ray and put it on Piper. That would have been my move.
Yeah, Piper should have won it.
Piper should have won that belt a while ago. Like,
yeah, she deserves a run. I'm trying to think.
I mean, I guess they're going to give it to Mako, but
dude, can I see a picture of her debuting in WCW and?
Yeah, she's so old she wrestled in WCW and NXT UK.
That means she's old.
Hey, watch your mouth.
You're not old, Kenny.
Shit, we might be around the same age.
You're still not old.
Let's see,
Reggie said
John Moxley's reign is right now 410 days.
Yeah, Reggie just said that he considers the same thing with Moxley's New Japan US title reign. He's 100% right. And here's the thing, even if it wasn't a pandemic, you still be right about Moxley's reign, because Moxley's reign as a champ for anything sucks.
Hold the phone. Mako is 41 years old.
Like I said, we about the same fucking age.
Hold on. She debuted in 1996 in WCW.
She was very much underage.
Yes, she was.
Very much underage.
That is...
In 96, hold on, I'm going to be 40 this year.
She's 17?
94, I'm 26 now.
She was 17, because I was 16.
Her debut was in 95. She was actually 16 when she debuted.
Yeah, she was underage.
Well, I mean, that explains why she is still wrestling.
Right.
Right, she's only Nakamura's age. Technically, she's only Nakamura's age, technically.
Right there up with Damian Priest, somewhere in there.
Oh, Priest.
Priest isn't 40 yet.
He's 38.
38? Yeah.
38.
Yeah, I'm old.
Spanish.
I'm older than Priest.
Yeah, I knew he was old. I just didn't know how old.
Let's see. So what's his name? Parker Boudreaux, I believe his name is.
Baby Brock.
The Lebanon.
Brock.
The Lebanon.
Yeah. He threw a comment recently that said, "I'm not the next Brock Lesnar. I'm the first Parker Boudreaux."
Okay, sir.
First of all,
I'm not gonna fight you.
First of all, Parker Lewis can't lose. You are who the fuck we say you are. Okay? Because you're a nobody as of right now.
You baby Brock.
So until you prove yourself, you are baby Brock. Until you prove that you are Parker, Scarlet Boudreaux, whatever the fuck your last name is, bro, you are baby fucking Brock. I don't give a fuck how big you are, and I don't give a fuck what gym teacher you look like. That's the honest to God truth. Until you do something, you are going to be compared to whatever star there is. That's all there is to it. It goes with any fucking sport, any talent, anything.
Right.
If a movie star has a fucking child and they star in a movie, they're going to be compared to their goddamn parent until they prove themselves otherwise.
Every week we get a Jungle Boy compared to his dad thing from JR.
Yeah, because JR just says fuck
Barely
it.
know his name.
Jungle Jack.
First of all, JR is giving AEW championships they don't even own. Okay.
Hey, shout out to WWE champion Kenny Omega. Sorry, Drew.
See Drew McIntyre's response to that shit?
I know
He is not happy. Drew
McIntyre is not impressed.
I mean, if he out here just giving out titles, NWO is gonna be like, hold up, that's our WWE championship, so we will take Kenny Omega.
So, but
Shit. Someone told Charlotte Flair that she looked like a man.
Oh, I saw that.
And here I'm just gonna share this real quick.
Kenny's boy. Kenny,
No, Almas ain't like that.
You gonna stop? You have to stop claiming him.
Who told you?
Yeah, who told you that? I imagine him saying that like the king of Zamunda. He's the real king, and who told you that?
He said, "Who told you?"
Who told you?
Nah, I can't claim Almas after that.
I told you. I was like, he too in love.
Yo, that's Mr. Charlotte Flair right
That's
now.
Mr. Flair. That's
That's
Charlotte's
Mr.
husband. That's Charlotte's husband.
That's Mr. Charlotte Flair.
That's Senor Flair.
They're still talking about putting Andrade with Charlotte on the screen.
He gotta get on TV first before he can get on screen with her.
That is, first of all,
it's either that or nothing. Do it.
That's Mr. Charlotte Flair.
Shit, even Kalisto's little lucha thing ass is hanging around with Sasha, and he ain't even doing nothing. He's just sitting up under her like the other guy with Carmella, whatever his name, Reginald. That's his name. Andrade, I'm done with Andrade. He's never going to amount to what we thought he was going to amount to. Like, they're going to keep him because they're going to keep him there to make Charlotte happy. But him getting like a world title shot or anything, nah, that ain't happening. He ain't going to be no world champion.
I'm going to put it to you this way. If he was not dating Charlotte, he'd have got let go right with
Oh, yeah, he'd been gone already. Rick and Charlotte are keeping him there.
Hey, I mean, look, if he had gotten let go, he'd be doing fine somewhere else. It's not like he wouldn't be doing well. Everyone loves Andrade, but god damn, it's just what a waste.
Like, he could literally be in NXT right now doing the same shit.
Yeah. I think it was Meltzer. Somebody said that right now WWE they have Andrade and Black and just like they just have nothing for him. He's like, you have nothing for those two specifically?
And I'm really for Black. I really think after WrestleMania, it's going to be just future endeavors, and he's going to be one of them. I think he's going to they're just going to let him go.
I think the most disappointing.
Speaking of somebody whom I'm thinking might get let go, supposedly, rumor has it that Vince has once again fallen out of grace with. Well, Keith Lee has kind of fallen out of grace with Vince.
Oh, poor Justin.
Keith Lee's going to get released?
No.
Well, not so much that he's going to get released. The push that he had and he was getting is kind of down the drain. I think Vince is upset that Keith caught COVID.
Vince can get upset all he wants about that shit. It's going to happen. We're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. It's hard to avoid that shit.
Yep.
Mask or not, it's you make one mistake is all it takes.
I'm gonna tell you the name that came out that they said they just don't have anything for. I don't understand it. They don't have anything for Bo Dallas, which he is apparently still employed. He's employed.
Dallas is still on the fucking roster.
He's still employed.
He's gone, but yet Jackson's twin is fired.
You remember those vignettes that were airing for Ember before it was Ember,
and everybody thought it was Bo.
Yeah, everyone thought it was Bo. Not only did everyone think it was Bo, they wanted it to be Bo.
And I still wish it was Bo because I don't like Ember.
Yeah. Walking around here with pink eye, giving it to motherfuckers.
As crazy as it is, I think Bo could be really, really good.
Bo
could be really, really good.
Bo can go.
Dude. Right. That's what I'm saying. Bo can be really, really good, and they just have nothing for him.
The former NXT champion. Damn, he can do something.
Yeah, please release this man. Set my boy free so he can go Bo leave somewhere else, and we get to watch it.
So him and fucking Jackson's twin made the B team a fucking hot thing.
Right.
There isn't one of us on this podcast that wasn't fucking chanting B team, go.
Hey, NWO picked them up for points, so you know you was doing something.
I was a huge B team fan. Actually, y'all dropped them at one point. We picked them up, and then they went on the title run. And That was the one move that I made for Team SmackDown that year. So like my first year in, I was like, we're getting the B team. They're like, I don't really know about the B. I was B team now. I was like, we're getting them. And so but that was such a fun run to watch them go on. And it really showed to me, Bo Dallas can take any character and make it good. Like
He's like his brother.
He's that good.
That
His brother didn't fall fucking far from each other.
I really wish they would pair him with Bray.
That
Why
was
not?
so great.
I wish they would pair him with Bray and let him go.
There is no reason why you can't have Bo Dallas doing something with the Fiend.
Listen, it may not even be. It'll be a weird concept, but it can work somehow. Bo Dallas can even be Sister Abigail. Like, think of Norman Bates and his mom. Remember, he was the mom, and so you can have Bo Dallas like this is, and we're in a world right now where there not supposed to be any gender restrictions on anything. So Bo Dallas can even be his Sister Abigail.
Or have Bo as the puppeteer guy. Have him with
Good
his
shit.
Rambling Rabbit on. Have him with Rambling Rabbit on his hand. Since they're always fucking with Rambling Rabbit.
Good.
So,
There are ways to do, but like he's great in the ring. He's been able to prove that he can make, like Kenny said, any character really work. If you didn't watch the old NXT run of his when he was NXT champion, it was
good.
It was good, and
Good.
he even had like a feud with Wade Barrett. Like he was NXT champion, and Barrett was IC champion, and he came up in the Rumble, eliminated Barrett, and had a few matches, and that was like the first introduction of Bo Dallas to the main roster. It was good.
It was.
And they didn't really do anything with it, but like that's kind of Bo Dallas' whole career. Like he gets a lot of good stuff, and then the company just stops.
Drops the ball. Stops. The problem, I think, that I just don't want them to throw Bo Dallas in the habit of being comedy reliefs.
You know, this is gonna be weird. You know who Bo Dallas reminds me of? Juice Robinson. Difference is I think he's a better wrestler.
Great.
Way better. Way better. I'm you know what? I'm gonna say it right now. I don't like Juice. I don't like the little gimmick he's doing. I don't like anything about him. I feel like he hasn't changed. Just his clothes.
Speaking of Juice Robinson, on Impact this past week, we're going to get to No Surrender, but after No Surrender, we had a little video showing that the Forbidden Door has been opened in Impact as well. New Japan wrestlers are going to start showing up in Impact, including Finn Juice, which is a really stupid name. David Finlay and Juice Robinson, former IWGP Tag Team Champions, are now working with Impact, and they're going after the Good Brothers.
Wasn't impressed.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. I like David Finlay. I like David Finlay, so I can't say I wasn't impressed with David Finlay. When David Finlay gets in the ring, I watch. I like David Finlay.
I hated that it came at the expense of the greatest tag team in Impact Wrestling, but whatever, it's fine. Reno Scum, Reno Scum all the way, but whatever.
Are you kidding me? Are you
Hey.
fucking kidding me?
Okay, they're not the best, no, but
Those guys look like walking STDs.
Damn.
will, if they stay
That
on,
looks like walking chlamydia.
Penny, you
Damn.
miss a lot of Reno Scum. You will learn to appreciate them.
I don't give a fuck. No, I won't.
I just like
They look like you after you shake their hand, you need to get a shot of penicillin.
Yeah, they have
Okay.
scum. They have scum in their name.
God damn.
I wish they would stop saying the Forbidden Door is open, because it's really not. The Forbidden Door is only open for the New Japan talent that happens to live in Florida, that happens to live in
Let's be
America.
honest. Let's be honest. The Forbidden Door is WWE. That's the Forbidden Door. That shit ain't gonna be.
That door is locked. It's got a.
You know what's crazy, though?
Cement on it.
You know what's crazy? In a way, we're all sitting here happy, but you know who's the happiest? Vince. You know why? Because this is making him more and more and more money. Do you want to know why? Each AEW used to blow NXT out the box with ratings every week. Week by week, NXT ratings have gone up and up and up, where the lead isn't as big as what it used to be. This week, I think it was only like 20,000 viewers was the difference.
AEW had 750,000. NXT had like 730.
Yeah, right. It was like,
And in the demo, they were close. They were closer than they usually are.
and the reason being is because every other wrestling promotion in the world is teaming up to put on a show against WWE, and people are tuning into WWE going, "What's your response to this?"
And
This
they
is
don't
making
care.
right, and so this is making Vince more and more and more money because you get more and more and more people watching. Because every week we got Omega and the Good Brothers. We got the Good Brothers showing up on AEW. We got New Japan showing up on Impact. We got our ROH people calling out fucking Noah people. Like, it's going crazy. All while WWE sitting there going, we got Raw versus SmackDown. Y'all watching or not? I know y'all are. Let's get it.
Hey, guys, we got Bad Bunny.
Damn
Well-
right. 24/7 champ.
And then,
El Bad Bunny, La Playa, homie.
Booker T. Booker T.
you came prepared. You came prepared. Holy shit. And we saw NXT's response Sunday.
It's a hell of a fucking show.
We'll get into the show, but which was again fucking phenomenal. Jesus Christ! But after the last match, the Undisputed Era broke apart.
Nah, they broke it the fuck up.
Adam Cole
Damn.
kicked Finn and the super kick Kyle O'Reilly. In NXT this week, he spiked Kyle on the steps, which is why people thought he had a seizure. And we don't know. We still don't know if he's working with Roddy or not. No one knows yet. Bobby Fish is off.
Being a granddad.
Being Bobby Fish.
Doing whatever.
Yeah,
always
Kenny Bobby Fish is hurt being a grandpa.
That is now the big story.
Kenny Bobby Fish is somewhere doing this right now.
Right. Meanwhile, Matty Cole going around just kicking Mike in the head, and
Right.
Jackson is just watching.
While I'm
That's
doing this.
the big story in NXT. It's a big fucking story. A big story, guys. I think that's this is gonna be probably the best story of the year.
What you call it? And it's awesome because, like I said, the KR and Cole, their last feud in ROH was each other.
Right.
For the belt.
The
Was
the-
phenomenal. I went
the
back. and
very
watched-
first match I ever seen of ROH was KR versus Adam Cole.
I think it was Final Battle New York 2016.
Yes, it was. Yep.
And I went back and watched this a couple weeks ago, and I didn't realize what I was getting myself into because I didn't realize what I wanted to watch some ROH.
Right.
I went through like Supercard, and I went through Final Battle from last year. Danhausen, super fan over here.
Love that Danhausen.
Love
What?
Danhausen. But anyway, I went through a couple ROH cards.
What?
Include my boy Danhausen. I went through.
Are you
Danhausen-
talking about the
Danhausen
motherfucker
rules.
with the teeth?
Yes. Yes. Danhausen rules.
He is
The
awesome.
fucking teeth.
Yeah, teeth guy. So
Very nice. Very evil. Very Danhausen.
very Danhausen. So I went through a bunch of ROH cards, and the one I landed on was ROH Final Battle 2016. The opening for that show was Adam Cole sitting in a chair, just like this. He opens up a fairy tale book.
A story time with Adam Cole.
Go.
Story time with Adam
Panama
Cole.
City Playboy, baby.
And he went through the entire feud with KOR.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the living shit out of each other for months
Yeah.
to get to Final Battle. They go into this match, and I think we're 5 minutes in, and both of them are just blood. There's blood everywhere. It was a brutal, fun match. One of the best matches I think I've ever seen. in any promotion. It was that good. And so, man, the story that they're going to be able to tell, especially with the history from ROH to Undisputed Era to now, we may be looking at the best story, if they execute it, the best story we've seen in WWE in a decade.
Right.
Next to the Ciampa Gargano story.
Yeah, I saw people comparing those to each other. I still say that is the greatest heel turn in NXT.
The Ciampa Gargano?
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
One of the
Without
best rivalries that WWE made like that in that decade.
Yes. Yes, without a doubt. Because no one expected DIY to break up. We all knew
like, what was about to.
Right, like no one ever expected DIY to break up. Like even when they had the match against each other in the Cruiserweight in the CWC Classic, Cruiserweight Classic, we were sitting here going, "Dude, y'all are partners. Stop! You got a match on Sunday." Like we did not want that to happen. So when it did, we were all like, "What the entire fuck?" And then the story behind that with Johnny not being able to win, the ghost of Ciampa, and how remember Johnny had to chase almost for the title. That was a good 2 years of a story. They had a 2-year story.
And they even had that bullshit ass reunion when they had them on the main roster for that week.
Exactly. They even had a bullshit reunion again when Johnny won the fucking North American title.
It's going to be interesting to see how far they go back with Cole KOR. They have a lot of history, and if they really pull at this, I mean, we could see a huge story that spans 5-6 years or longer. And I think that could be a really fun story to tell. But even if they just go with the NXT stuff and go from Undisputed Era to now, I mean, that's still a 2-year span, right? Or three-year span. I guess it's been 2 since they won all the gold.
Yeah.
They came in 2017,
so going on 4 years. Yeah, there's just a lot to tell with the story, and I think we're gonna get, man, if we get KOR, Adam Cole, in like an unsanctioned match or something, they're gonna tear the house down.
I wonder one thing, since we're talking about ROH and NXT and how the stories are intertwining. I wonder if NXT will go after Dalton Castle since Velveteen Dream's career is dead. He can kind of fill that role that Dream had as far as the flamboyant character.
I think Dalton Castle resigned, didn't he?
He resigned with ROH?
I don't know.
I gotta check. I don't know if he maybe he didn't.
But I would wonder if they would do that, because that would be a legit alternative.
Oh nope, his contract expired. He hasn't resigned yet.
Yeah,
he's still a free agent.
That expired like a couple months ago.
Yeah, back in January. So, okay, Kenny.
Think about it. I mean, Dream is the flamboyant, androgynistic character that he was. What is Dalton Castle and the boys?
The boys.
Only Dalton Castle doesn't have is like the height. He didn't have the muscle that they probably want on him.
But here's the thing: if WWE was paying attention and they watched Dalton Castle in that pure tournament, they seen what they can get. Because since after that pure tournament, Dalton Castle has been more focused on pure wrestling, and people didn't know. I didn't know this. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't know Dalton Castle was that fucking good.
He was a legit
reign.
He was legit.
I loved his
He had a great reign as
title reign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he had a great reign as a champ.
He beat Cody, didn't he? Didn't he beat Cody for the belt?
I think so.
And he had some great defenses. I think him and Marty had a great match at one of the super cards. He puts on good matches every time he goes out there. Like, he's a consistently good like a really good match. I like it, Kenny. He could fit anywhere in the world. There's not a single promotion that could not benefit from having Dalton Castle on their roster.
I'll say this: Dalton Castle deserves to be on national TV.
Right.
Yes.
On a big audience. There is nobody, I think, that does. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Impact needs to go ahead and get him. Hey, it's Mike.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have our UTR champion, Mr. Mike Jones.
Fashionably late.
We were not expecting, first and foremost, happy anniversary
Yes, sir.
to Mr. and Mrs. Mike Jones. Happy anniversary, Mike and Raven. We here at UTR love you guys. Many more years of blessings to your union.
Right.
My next question is, what the
Why
fuck
are
are you
you
doing
here?
on here?
yeah,
Well, first of all, it was cold outside. It was snowy, and I have today off, Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So my festivities are cool. Like I'm like, our festivities are going to start tomorrow. And secondly, I'm a motherfucking champ. See it? I'm not going to show my face, okay? So go ahead, kick me out, Mongo. Kick me out. Kick me out.
I'm not gonna kick you out because look what I got.
Ah.
He got his little bitch ass tag belt. That's all right.
Now Matt's gonna get
Guess
kicked.
what?
Hey, the drought gone, baby. The drought is dead.
And listen, first of all, thank you, boys. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for all your love and support for my wife and I. 5 years in this game. 5 years. And you know what they say. Time flies by when you're having fun, and goddamn it, I'm having the time of my life with my lovely wife. But no, like today, like I said, this whole past week's been fucked up with weather, right? Like snowing and all that shit. We decided, you know what, today we're gonna chill, but tomorrow we're gonna start our festivities. So, and plus, I gotta see my boys, man. I gotta see my UTR brethren.
We appreciate that, but fuck that. I'm not coming here on my anniversary. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. My anniversary and my birthday, y'all motherfuckers know that's my days off. Those are my days off.
Hey,
We
you know
love
what?
you.
That's cool, but you know what? At the end of the day, I got a title to defend, and I gotta look at you motherfuckers when I make these predictions. I ain't comfortable with giving my predictions Friday or Saturday. Nah, fuck that. I gotta look at y'all. I gotta look at my victims.
See, we told you had to do it tonight.
Yeah, and I'm here.
Okay. I mean, what I meant was like you're gonna be out doing shit with your wife. You had to send some shit in while it was happening. That's what I want to have happen.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. See, nope. You got to look at me tonight, damn it. I'm here.
I don't want to.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with these results from No Surrender. Past weekend, we had a really great 2 nights of wrestling.
Really great. Really
Impact
fucking
Wrestling, fantastic show from top to bottom.
Look what happened, Justin. It's empty again.
He's already drunk. We started off the night with Decay versus Triple XL and Tennille Dashwood.
Murder.
Old Black Toros.
Murder.
Scary
Murder.
man. Scary bull guy.
Very scary guy.
Scary
Drop
bull
people-
man.
Scary bull man
The
drops
fucking
people on
horns.
necks.
That's a demon.
Feed him chicken nuggets.
Me and
Scary-
Kenny and Matt were talking about him this week. We're like, I don't like Scary Bull Man. We thought for sure Mike and them were about to pick them up for fantasy.
Oh,
And I guess y'all did. But we were like, they're gonna pick up the Scary Bull Man.
Right.
He was like, no, thank you. We don't need nightmares over the resolution. We don't want no nightmares.
I'm Scary Bull Man.
Listen, I want to see what happens the first time y'all bench him. Watch what happens to your fucking dreams. Good luck. Good luck in your dreams when you bench him.
It was a pretty good 6-man tag. It was pretty good. XXXL always delivers.
He dropped the bull man. The bull man drops people on necks.
Right.
Yeah, he does.
I don't like he does.
Look, let's be honest. AC and Larry, they got the cushion for it. It's fine.
Yo, shout out to fucking AC for the amount of weight he has dropped and is still dropping.
Right.
And each week it is getting in better and better shape. and you can tell his cardio is getting better. He's doing a little bit more moves. You can tell he's excited about losing weight. So shout out to AC for the work that he's putting in, man, because that was a big boy.
Proud of him.
I think he's close to down to 100. Down 100.
He's down 100 for sure already.
So that's some good stuff. So what we also learned this week, I guess we should talk about the news. So Sammy Guevara didn't want to be in the Impact story. That they're going to send him to Impact after he left the Inner Circle, and he decided against it. It was going to be him in Decay, which didn't work out. He didn't want to do it.
I don't blame him.
So they got Black Taurus.
Yeah,
I think it would have worked, but gotta say, Black Taurus is a better fit.
Yeah, and
could you explain?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know how that would work. Could you explain to me how you would feel that would work?
It would
I'm
have
curious.
to require Sammy to be okay with a minor character tweak.
You mean dying?
For a good 5 weeks.
You mean dying?
What do you mean? No, he's not going to die. He's not going to die.
Dude, Decay is pretty much zombies. That's what they are. Crazy Steve and Rosemary are pretty much zombies. If Sammy's going to have to join them, he's going to have to kind of die in a certain way.
The reason that I think it would have worked is because
think about it. Rosemary wanted to marry this dude because he had fresh virgin blood that she planned on sacrificing.
Good point. That's a good point. The reason that I think it would have worked is because TNA or Impact, whatever you want to call them, has a history of getting these really weird, macabre groups and putting someone in there that doesn't quite fit the mold. And then that one goes on to be the star and break away and win championships. So I think just based off their luck, it would have worked out for Sammy. It just would have been.
Man, they got Sharp Boy and Curry Man over. All I'm saying. That company's good.
your shell, yeah.
You guys know
That's the official line.
some indie, some nobody, some whoever. His name is Kazarian. Kaz, before he really set off in TNA, was part of Serotonin.
Forgot
a
about
group ran by Raven, where they all had weird face paint, and he beat the shit out of them with kendo sticks.
That group was so ass, but I don't like Raven.
The group sucked, but Kaz turns on them all and gets one of the biggest face runs in TNA history and almost wins the world championship in less than a year. They did that. There are a few more examples of that from 2006 to like 4 years ago.
I mean, Eric Young is just right there. He's went from being the joke of Team Canada to being the world champ.
Mm-hmm. So mismatching stuff, and maybe it doesn't look like it fits right away. Impact has always found a way to make it work and give the oddball out the better run. It would have worked for Sammy. It would have been fine. But I can't say that Black Taurus isn't a better fit.
Right. I didn't like it because I was like, okay, he quit the Inner Circle to basically join another group.
That was kind of the weird thing. Like, you go from like this group of like, you know, the super honorable baby stuff for him to go join Decay. It felt weird going from one group to another. Hold on 1 second, Justin. That comment, which I am reading upon my screen, is fucking ridiculously wrong. And Mr. Mike J 0820, aka Mike Jones, aka the motherfucker sitting here on the screen with the goddamn NWO shirt, you ain't taking your fucking belt past this fucking weekend, brother. You're losing that shit. I'm telling you that shit.
Said that last week, and what happened?
You won off a fucking technicality.
Hold on. You didn't win either night. You tied.
Don't matter.
Those aren't
tied.
You got
don't matter.
Twice.
It don't matter. Listen, here's the
I
deal.
almost beat you 2 nights in a row.
Almost. Here's the deal. Champion's advantage. We're boxing fans. If a boxing match ends in a draw, who retains? The champ. I don't give a fuck how I retain, whether I win it outright or if it's a draw. Y'all have to beat me. I don't have to beat y'all. Y'all have to beat me.
Paul
Like I
Punisher
said,
Williams.
technicality.
Never. Paul Punisher
Yes,
Williams.
Beat me.
Next up was Brian Myers and Hernandez versus Eddie Edwards and Matt Cardona.
Dick Kick City.
Right.
Never bet against Dick Kick. It doesn't
Dick
work.
Kick City.
Put that on the shirt.
Not only did they win this week, but on Impact this past week, Hernandez learned a little bit from Brian Myers and pushed Matt Cardona in the dick backwards.
It's a great dick kick.
And
What an
the-
impressive dick kick.
Like that was a reverse Dick Kick City.
He threw his ass up like a power bomb and then mule kicked him backwards into the balls.
Oh
That was-
my god.
That was
That's
art.
impressive.
What that was.
That was impressive. If you're gonna be part of Dick Kick City, you got to make it new each week.
Yeah.
It got to be new each week. Like next week, I need to see somebody doing the Chuck Norris kick. I need a Chuck Norris dick kick.
Roundhouse kick. Roundhouse
Right.
dick kick.
All right, like we got to make this wrestling. Listen, Brian Myers, if you're gonna be known for your dick kicks and your dick punches and shit, you got to mix it up, man. It can't be the same ordinary front kick. You got to mix it up.
He ain't the only Impact wrestler with, going for the groin this week. We'll get into that later. Yeah, sounded right. Jake Something beat Diener in a singles match. What do you think of Jake Something?
He's still a Diener.
I've seen him on the indie circuit with the Jake Something title. He's a heel in the indies. There's the big badass beat the fuck out of you kind of guy. What Joe Doring is, except he does not have that size on him. Which is why I want him to see join Violent by Design. But he beat Diener and then got put through a table. They're gonna have a tables match next week. I think Jake Something can end this year with a belt.
Yeah.
X Division. Yeah.
That was the X Division.
I don't know. It depends on how they handle him, but I think he's got potential. Next up was the Triple Threat Revolver match. What a fucking match!
Yes.
Holy shit!
I mean, what a pay-per-view, because that could have been a whole pay-per-view in itself.
Yeah, that was a long ass match.
Yeah.
Josh Alexander ended up winning the whole thing, getting some big eliminations on William Mack, I think Chris Bay, and then he got the submission victory on, I believe it was Ace Austin.
Yeah.
The ankle lock, shit hurts. And then he had them both up on his shoulder, Trey Miguel and Ace Austin, opposite directions. He Death Valley drivers both of them, which leaves Trey to pile drive Ace Austin.
Good lord.
That was disgusting.
It was so
Nasty.
Listen, Josh Alexander might be one of the most gifted, talented wrestlers that is out right now. I'm going to put, who I'm going to put Josh Alexander in category with? Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is Cesaro with tattoos.
Those two are probably the most physically strong, athletic, and gifted wrestlers that the companies have. And Impact, at least, is trying to figure a way to get Josh Alexander reestablished after his tag run, whereas WWE, excuse me, has had Cesaro for forever and is just now giving him a hot run, which is going to end abruptly.
And with no
Yeah.
Josh Alexander can be a world champion within a year.
Yeah.
Within a year. Next up was Fire and Flavor. They beat Havoc and Nevaeh, the Monsters of Mayhem.
That surprised me. I'm not going to lie.
Also, back to that match real quick. Someone else who also looked very good, Blake Christian.
Yes, he did.
Who has now been in the NXT.
Right. Under Impact's fucking nose.
Bro.
Impact, that's why you got to sign these motherfuckers.
Honestly, Impact shouldn't be shot. They had that coming to them because remember, Someone asked Cody who would be great in AEW.
Oh,
He
Bay.
said Chris
Chris
Bay.
Bay.
And they snatched Chris Bay. So
Here's the thing. I think Blake Christian would do fine at Impact. I don't know if Blake Christian does well in WWE.
he's gonna be paid.
Here's the thing.
He'll be paid. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I got a feeling that what's gonna happen to Blake Christian is he's gonna have a couple of matches on NXT, and then I think mysteriously Blake Christian is gonna go to UK.
He'll be like Ben Carter.
Okay. Yeah, Ben Carter, someone that they stole from me. Yeah.
Blake Christian's gonna come to New Ligero.
Oh God.
Lord have mercy.
You know how I feel about that.
Let's not wish anything like that on him.
Oh,
Yeah.
fake Lucha.
You know what I mean? Fake ass Lucha. He's gonna put the new fucking.
Fucha. Fucha.
Did you just kill an animal with Mega Man?
Yeah, it was a fly.
Got him.
Yeah.
Dang. Mega Man could have did better than that.
But Mega Man, what? He got the kill.
As long as the kill is there, that's what matters.
Right.
Yeah, Fire and Flavor beat the Moxes of Mayhem. Now there's a little dissension there. We don't know what's going to happen. Fire and Flavor. I mean, they're probably the best tag team they have in that division right now. But
Yeah.
I think we talked about it last week how we wanted to see these two teams kind of go back and forth, trade the belt, kind of really establish it. If they don't do that, I don't know
Who's next?
challenges next. Yeah, I guess it would be Jordan and Jazz again. They got to build that division up because right now the tag division there isn't great.
Right now, the tag division is two teams.
Right.
Their women's division really isn't built for the tag division yet. They've got two teams and they have the women that can be in teams. They got to build the teams up first.
Mm-hmm.
They better not put those other chicks on, and you know who I'm talking about.
C-Stars?
You better. Oh my god!
Kenny
Oh,
love him some sea stars.
they better fucking not. They better not throw those fucking seahorses. You fucking seahorses. You better not fucking come on. Oh, they better
Kenny
not.
loves the sea stars.
Imagine pay-per-view. The C-Stars beat Kira Hogan and Tasha Steelz.
I'll stop watching Impact.
We can hear Kenny scream here. Just, what the fuck?
He gonna show up in Nashville. That's what's gonna happen.
No.
Challenge them himself.
I do not want them seahorses on my television again. Okay, those goddamn sea rhinos, whatever the fuck they were. No.
Kenny gonna have his daughters just magically become wrestlers. He'll be like, "Come on, y'all know how to fight. Beat them."
Right.
Next up was my match of the night. I thought this was one of the best matches we had last week in the weekend. TJP versus Rohit Raju.
Oh yeah.
Those boys tore it up.
Oh yeah.
Like me and Mike were saying on Impact, it sucks TJP can't keep his mouth shut. It sucks he doesn't know how to keep his fucking mouth shut. That's one of the things why I say I hate social media, because social media is the reason why I know he's stupid. Like, if he didn't have social media, I wouldn't know he's stupid and I wouldn't care and I would just focus on him in the fucking ring. But because I know he's stupid, it's like, oh, you dumbass. What is wrong with you?
It's tough. We saw this week that Chris Jericho's wife was at the Capitol riots.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to say who it is, but an NXT superstar was is on Parlor.
Oh wow.
And was approving of the riots. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to ruin them for you. But it sucks. It really sucks.
So it's someone else, not besides
besides Wirtz.
the ref. Yeah, the ref.
Someone besides Wirtz. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it. Y'all can just stay ignorant. I won't do that to y'all.
No, I don't need to be ignorant no more.
Yeah.
Do it.
Are you sure?
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
Yeah, might as well.
Is it somebody I like?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Might as well.
Somebody we all like.
Oh. Are they
Go
a Maddie?
It is someone in the Undisputed Era.
Oh.
It's Kenny. It's Bobby Fish.
He's Bobby Fish.
I knew it.
That don't surprise me. Don't surprise me.
Damn. You got to renounce Kenny. Dang, Kenny
Nope.
lost. He got to
I
renounce
lost two people.
Almas. He ain't lost
I lost two people.
Almas.
I done lost 2 people in one night. Ain't this about a bitch? Win a belt, lose. You know what? More money, more problems. I win the belt, and there's more problems.
Yeah, you missed him. He renounced Almas, and now he got to renounce Bobby Fish.
I saw the screenshots. And I was like, God damn it, man! Come on.
I'm no longer part of UE, fellas.
I guess I should renounce Chris Jericho.
I mean, to be fair, nobody's part of UE anymore. That UE's dead. But you found out at the perfect time because other group doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah,
That's probably why.
TJP and Rohit killed it. Rohit is just really a fantastic talent. I'm glad he got this run out of him this past year, because before this he was a comedy relief character basically. But he has really shown in the run with the X Division title and then this feud with TJP. He's been phenomenal.
Yeah, he's like I told you the other day, Mongo. Over this past several months, he has become one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. Like that, like his run as X Division champ, that did it for me.
Hey, man, it's the Mocha Skin Manimal, baby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His mother calls him son because he is one.
Mm-hmm.
He's smooth as shit. I'm happy he got it. I hope that they keep him in this spot because damn it, he deserved it.
You know what he could be? He can be their Miz as far as treating that X Division title like it's his own.
Mm-hmm.
That is his title. Like he's going to get that title again. We don't know. But eventually, once he does, he can, because when he had the title, when you look at his social media, when you look at his Instagram, every post consisted of that title. He was doing something with that belt. He made sure this is the premier belt in Impact. So, like, he could definitely be their Miz when it comes to that belt.
Do you think Impact needs another singles belt?
No. Nah. Nope. They've tried that 3 times. Fails every time. They had it was the Legends belt. Before that, it was what was it called?
No, I mean because technically
title, right?
Because technically Moose's belt isn't a real title. That's why I say that.
Right. That is just helping keep Moose strong, pretty much.
Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like Impact literally has an upper mid card and a lower mid card.
They do.
I really feel like they really do, right? Like they have guys that could be right there to the main title scene, and then guys who are this is where you're at and you deserve it.
I think
Moose he actually has held a belt in Impact. He was a grand champion.
Yeah.
And as I told you before, the grand championship was their version of the pure title.
Yeah, that belt.
Which it's a good idea in theory, but poorly executed.
Couldn't they just use the belt Moose has now as their 3rd title?
That's what I mean.
Like that, it's there. Why not just use it?
Like because that could be like the upper mid card belt since Moose has it. Because I really feel like the X Division belt, even though like you have guys like Willie Mack competing for it, like I feel like it's the smaller guys.
Well, y'all said, well, first off, that's what
I feel like it's like the cruiserweight. It's the cruiserweight title, but it's the cruiserweight title we want to see. That's what I feel like. Minus Willie Mack.
Y'all said on Tuesday that Willie Mack is someone you don't want to see as a world champion.
Right. I don't want to see Willie Mack as a world champion.
But as X Division champion is fine. And I think the X Division championship it's a workhorse belt. but it's also a good belt to get to someone that's just not going to be at that level.
I wouldn't mind seeing Willie Mack with the belt Moose has though.
So
That's
here's
the thing.
the before the Grand Championship, they had the Legends title, which is also the global title, the television title, and then for a while it was the King of the Mountain title. Now, for those of you that don't know what the King of the Mountain match was, it is a reverse 6-man ladder match. It's a ladder match where the goal is to take the belt and hang it up in the middle of the ring. You have to first pin someone to be able to be eligible to hang the belt up. This is a Vince Russo, Jeff Jarrett creation, which is why it's complicated as all fuck. But so they've had mid-card belts or upper mid-card belts.
Hold on, what? Did you see my?
So,
First of all, did you see how many glasses of wine my ass has had
true.
so far?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I just smoked, and you
All
just told me something about hanging something up, but I gotta pin somebody first before I can hang it up, and then that's no guarantee I can hang. What?
All right, so
You got
it's
to
a
fold
six-man
your
match.
laundry, then hang it up.
It's a 6-man match. It's a ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
A reverse ladder match. There is a cage on the outside of the ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm with you.
You have to pin someone to be able to win the match. The pinning doesn't win the match. The pinning makes you able to hang the belt in the middle of the ring. That's how you win the match. If you get pinned or you're submitted, you go into the penalty cage for 2 minutes. The winner has to pin and submit or submit someone and then hang the belt up. And that's the match.
So basically, it was a reverse Elimination Chamber ladder match.
Yes. Not even a chamber, because the cage was just small enough to put 2 people. Ken, if you haven't seen a King of Ring match, you need to go see. You need to see one. Just like go find one and watch one to just experience it. TNA used to have a lot of weird fucking matches.
Yeah. Clearly,
This is
this
one of
shit-
them.
this shit is.
That wasn't even. I don't even think that's the weirdest one they have.
No, it's not. I would say the Elevation X match is the weirdest one because that makes no fucking sense.
Which one was that one, Greg? I mean,
There were 2 big the 4 trusses making an X high, like 30 feet above the ring.
right.
And you'd fight on that X. And the first one to fall off into the ring 30 feet loses.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that one before.
AJ fought in both matches and lost both times.
I really like the Ultimate X match.
Ultimate X is great. They should bring that back.
They should bring it back. That was fun. The
You're
wire
gonna
across.
have fat ass Willie Mack trying to climb the fucking rope.
You know who would be fun in that match, in an Ultimate X match? You give me Trey, you give me TJP, you give me Rohit, Chris Bay, and
Highlight we saw.
take Rich Swann. Give Rich Swann the get him out of that. Give that belt to Moose. Bring Rich Swann into that match for the X Division title.
Actually, I was just mentioning that the highlight we saw on Tuesday was Rich Swann winning the X Division title in Ultimate X match, and him and Trey were the ones reaching for the belt.
Mm-hmm. Give me those 2. Give me TJP. Give me Rohit, Bay, and maybe like one other person.
Ace Austin.
There you go. That's a money match at a pay-per-view for that X Division title.
That is the one match they had that actually makes sense and is fun to watch. The other ones are like they're kind of a chore. They also had it was an X Division chamber match where it was like a dome over the ring, and the way you won was you would climb up through a hole out of the ring. So you climb up the cage, go in the hole backwards, and escape and leave, and that's how you win the match.
Makes sense.
You know what? This makes absolutely sense. And this you said Vince Russo, right?
Yeah.
Makes absolutely sense because you know what? I'm thinking back of all the crazy fucking WCW matches I've ever seen over my life. I'm like I said, we all know I'm older than y'all. I keep saying it over and over again. But one of the, I think it was a series of Doom match. I remember like it was either WCW or NWA had. it was like the stages of doom, like terrors of doom. It was different cages inside of a
Yes.
match, stacked on top of each other.
Oh, from the fucking movie, Ready to Rumble movie.
No, it was not in the movie. That was
I'm
an
saying
actual
they,
match.
they actually did the match, but it was in the Ready to Rumble. And then
Yeah.
they did the match. It was DDP,
They
Jeff
did?
Jarrett, and David Arquette.
Yeah, that was the movie. But in real life, they had a match where I think it was like Legion of Doom, Kevin Sullivan, I think Dusty Rhodes, and I can't remember who exactly, but they had that type of match where them motherfuckers fought down like 100 fucking cages of shit.
Look, for every Ultimate X and every War Games that we get a really bad version of something else. But when you have a match that works the way the Ultimate X does, you got to keep that type of match around. That's just such a fun match. Some of the best highlights from TNA are those matches.
I'm looking at a list from What Culture of the worst gimmick matches in TNA, and I forgot a lot of these existed. The Reverse Battle Royal is a good one. You get 30 guys, the Reverse Battle Royal. You get 30 guys outside of the ring, and they fight to enter the ring. And the first 10 that enter the ring are in the match. And then they eliminate each other by throwing themselves over the ropes. And then the last 2, it's a regular match.
That's not a bad idea, though. I kind of like that.
I like it.
It's complicated, but I like it.
They have their own Money in the Bank thing called Feast or Fired, where you get 4 briefcases.
Oh, yeah.
One was a world title match.
Yeah.
One was a tag title match. One was the X Division title match.
One
and
was your fired, right?
Fired, yes.
Yeah.
They had a cuffed in the cage match where
Is that how Curry Man got fired?
yes,
That's
that's how Chris Daniels and then Curry Man got fired in back-to-back years. Same person. Let's see. They had the cuffed in the cage match where you had to handcuff all of your opponents to the cage to win the match. And then
There's a lot of S&M in TNA, I noticed. Okay.
well, they had the electrified cage match where you'd
Like I said.
you get shocked, and you kind of Kyle O'Reilly sell. And then what I was talking about the X Division cage thing, it's the Steel Asylum. I'm going to show you a picture of this because it is strange.
Listen, it can't be no worse than a Punjabi prison. It is a Punjabi prison. It is a Punjabi prison.
Up here, there's a hole in the middle of this thing, and you would climb here, and then climb out, and that's how you win.
So basically, you were competing to be a sperm to come out the hole.
Sure, that's how you want to go for it. Anyway, we got sidetracked. Sorry for those that are watching.
Let's go to NXT now. No, we still got the 3 months.
We got to finish up.
We still got Knuckle Man, Fingers.
Jordan Grace, Jazz, and ODB beat Perazzo, Kimberly, and Susan. The Good Brothers beat Sabin Storm and Private Party. Another really, really good match. And the Rich Swann and Tommy Dreamer.
Had a great match.
Really good. Yeah, really good.
Bro, this man Tommy Dreamer, I look up and I'm like, why is he pouring water on his finger? It's like, what is he doing? And then I was like, oh.
It's actually broken. It's actually broken.
That's not good.
Overall, great show. I give it an A.
Oh yeah.
I loved every match. It was fun. Fun.
But I mean, is that kind of what we come to expect from an Impact paper? No, not
But even there's some matches that just aren't interesting. But damn, every match on this card was just fun to watch.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Hard to Kill. I felt the same way about Hard to Kill. I mean, at least 2 in a row. I mean, I guess I don't have the same, obviously, the background that y'all do when watching these because I've just recently gotten back into Impact, kind of like Kenny. I used to watch it, obviously, back when I was a kid when Joe and AJ and all those guys were there. But I recently gotten back into it with Hard to Kill and stuff. These last 2 pay-per-views have been probably 2 of my favorite pay-per-views in the last 4 to 5 years from any company.
I've noticed that Impact has done, but the one thing that Impact has done that I see that makes them stand out is they've done a great job of building up storylines to their pay-per-views. So you're invested into the matches that are happening. Even if the match only has a 2-week-old story, they've managed to tell you enough within that 2 weeks that makes you want to see what happens.
I was
that
ready
match.
for Fire and Flava because of the Fire and Flava Fest, and like how it got ruined. Like
So bad, it's good.
2 weeks. They gave us 2 weeks on that story.
What they do, they do such a great job of just keeping it simple. They keep it simple. They don't overcomplicate things. They keep it simple. And like we've said before, they give each of their divisions equal amount of shine. You are invested in the knockout division. You are invested in the X division and just the whole mid-card division. You're invested in the world title division. Like, they keep you invested. And you can already tell that they plan ahead. Like, they are well organized. Like, I know we mentioned this before. Like, I would not be shocked if they plan at least 2 months ahead with their storyline.
Well,
Like,
they have to, because they have to know when their guys' contracts are coming up, because they know they're going to lose them.
You know what? You know what? Impact legit does what I call wrestling a bunch of times. I call wrestling soap opera with action. And Impact really is a soap opera with action. And what happens? You have a script. So you're right, Mike. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys have scripts that have been written out and they're like, you know what? This, and this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, here, Impact honestly is Impact is like a crazy play that's going on with action.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing about it is every story will intertwine at some point with every other story. So that's how it keeps you interested in exactly what's going on because of the way they keep them entwined. Like, Falaba, he's trying to gamble over at Swingers
Palace.
Swingers Palace, daddy. He's trying to gamble over at Swingers Palace, right? He loses money. Who does he run into? Hernandez. The same guy that he stole the first wad of money from.
Mm-hmm.
The wad of money that Swinger's using to fund his palace.
Exactly. You see, it all runs into each other. Like the stories intertwine so much that it makes it good wrestling. So that's why when a fight breaks out between these guys, it's actually a fight.
Yeah. It's like
because these guys are like, I'm sorry, it's like a soap opera. These guys are acting all the time. When it's time to fight, that's because it's gotten to the dun 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 part of the show, and that's what happens.
And also, another example of that is the match between Dreamer and Moose Tuesday, because you got to remember they feuded last year. Yeah, like Moose was feuding with all the old ECW guys, and like when me and Kenny was watching, I was like, "Wait a minute, I saw this exact same match a few months ago," but it ties in multiple storylines, but then around this title, and it makes sense.
Well, and what it does is, and we've talked about this so much, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but it's how they keep everybody interesting.
Yeah.
Follow Boss should not be somebody I care about on television, but I do. Like, they've made him interesting enough that I'll watch the things he does with him. And like, I'm following the Swingman storyline, and I'm following what him and Hernandez are doing. They make people who seem insignificant, like the characters that should be insignificant, they make me care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that, when you have a top talent like Taya, or you have a top talent. I don't know. I'm blanking, but they've lost so many. Ethan Page, when you have those guys leave, the gap, like those insignificant people now move up into a more prominent role. And at that point, I've already cared about them when they were insignificant. Now that they're significant, I can continue to care about them, and now they're in the prominent role. So now they're no longer an insignificant piece on that show.
Right. And I know we're going to transition, Mongo, but I just want to make one more point. Never mind. It went out that quick. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, something that I think Impact does great, like Justin said, they prepare for whenever that change happens, because it's going to happen. NXT does it pretty well, but I think Impact handles it better. Because NXT this time around took a while to kind of reload their tag division after they lost 3 or 4 tag teams. Whereas Impact, they like that.
They never
That's
miss a beat.
waiting.
They rarely miss a beat. And that's so impressive. Because when you lose, I think y'all were talking about Taya on Tuesday. She was like a founder of that division. When you lose a cornerstone of your division, and you can keep that division humming the way they have, that just speaks to what they've been able to put together there. There's like 5 to 6 women that genuinely probably could go win that title next week, and we wouldn't think, bat an eye. I can't say that about WWE or AEW. Well, of course not AEW, but can't say that about AEW. I can't say it about NXT. There's not a single thing where I could look at and say, same thing with their world title. If Chris Bay went and won that title next week, we'd be like, all right, yeah, that makes sense. Tommy Dreamer could technically go win that title, and we may not be excited about it, but like, they've told enough of a story that he could go win it. And I think that's the difference between them and like WB, AEW. You can almost zero in on those companies of who's going to win the title next. Impact keeps you guessing. I have no idea who can win the title.
Yeah. And also, I remember my point now, the authenticity. So it goes back to how we were talking about a third belt. And I don't agree with that necessarily, because I think a third belt for this roster, it will take away some of that authenticity. Like Wrestle House is one of the most unique things I've ever seen in my life. Like just the comedic value of it, because like we said with Impact, they do a great job of spreading out the serious wrestling and also sprinkling in the comedic stuff, the entertainment stuff. Like Wrestle House, you had Wrestle Court. Like that stuff is awesome, but it also centers around the ring at the end of the day, because you still have matches in those storylines. So yeah, we get a swing man, doing his thing, making us laugh, but he could wrestle. He'll still wrestle a match against
Swing man, daddy.
He can still wrestle a match against a Crazy Steve, and we'll still be invested. So it's like the authenticity of Impact is what separates it from all the other promotions right now.
Yeah. And we're going to get into NXT, which is probably definitely, without a doubt, the better wrestling show. Not that Impact didn't have a great one. They knocked it out of the park, but it's hard to compete with Impact or NXT when it comes to pure wrestling. It's just hard to beat them. I still think Impact from top to bottom has better stories overall.
Yeah.
No Surrender, great stuff. Can't wait to see the next show. Just great wrestling from them. Next up is TakeOver. We had Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez beat Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart in the Dusty Finals. They're your first women's Dusty Cup winners.
Good match.
Great match.
And I love that it's them, because on NXT they went back to it. Dakota has history with both Nia and Shayna.
Yeah.
Serious history. And now she's got someone that's willing to back her up. And this is going to be great. It's going to be a great match. They're going to transfer the belts on March 3rd. So that'll be fun. But yeah, great match. About 18 minutes. Really glad Ember and Shotzi didn't win this one.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah.
the more I watch them, the more I'm like, God damn,
Shotzi just scares me, to be honest.
Shotzi.
And not in like she's a scary individual like that. Scary
She's
bull.
reckless.
Yeah, scary bull guy's scary. Scary Shotzi is that she like might hurt someone or herself.
And
She's-
Ember.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're both a little.
team.
Mongo, are you ready to admit it now?
No.
Motherfucker has watched all the footage.
I still think Ember is good. I still think Ember's entertaining. I do think she's reckless. I'm not going to deny that she's reckless. She is. I think Shotzi is also good at entertaining. But they both could probably do with a bit more training. You know,
Oh, what was that? What was that?
you know, just a little bit more training.
Whoa, one more game for the peoples who didn't
Just
hear.
learn, you know, just some safety measures, stuff you get from more training. Maybe not. Maybe when you go to kick someone, you don't actually kick them in the face.
I'm pretty sure Shotzi jumped off like a 10-story building the other night, almost broke her own neck.
Like, yeah, when you do a
Yo.
dive, you don't land neck first every time, and
Like Shotzi is the female Jeff Hardy
yeah, she
Yeah.
is. She really is.
without the drugs. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
Yeah. She lives for the shit.
That's but yeah, still a great match. Really great way to open the show. Next up was Johnny Gargano versus Kushida. Holy shit!
What a great
That
match.
First of all, for NWO purposes, that had our fucking heart pumping.
I bet,
Woo!
I bet it
I,
did.
I was about to shit a brick during that match. I was about to shit a brick. I was nervous.
I cannot
Right.
believe Kushida.
We did not. We were sitting there going, Lord, if Kushida wins this is over.
Yeah.
They are gonna get.
We still got points from Gargano though, right?
But yeah, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
It
as
wasn't.
many points. Yeah.
Right. We just did not want Kushida to win this motherfucker. We sit in that chat like, come on, Johnny.
I told y'all this the other night when we were watching that and I think it was that match that really got me. NXT is the best at false finishes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They are the best at false finishes. The Dakota Kai Gonzalez match, there's about 6 times where I thought Shotzi and Ember were going to win the match. Same thing happened in this match. There was about 6 or 7 times where I thought old Marty McSushi was about to go win this match.
Right.
And it wasn't just those two. It was every match on that card.
Oh yeah.
I truly believed that the other person, that there was a part in the Dunn, we'll talk about it in a minute. There was a part in the Dunn Balor match where I was like, Dunn is about to win this match.
Right.
Done.
Which NWO definitely did not want to happen.
Yeah, hell no. Mm-mm.
NWO definitely did not want that shit to happen.
Also, I fucking forgot to change the goddamn banner. My bad.
Just a phenomenal way. Like in my opinion, I think that's just when you can do a false finish well, because there's some where when you're watching that the finish isn't there.
Yeah.
Like even if they're trying to do a false finish, it's just not good enough. These people, like, it just looks like there's no way that this person can possibly kick out of this move, and they do.
They went to the last.
It's back and forth the entire match.
You couldn't tell me that Johnny wasn't going to tap out from so many fucking arm bars
Oh my
that
god!
Kushida was putting on him. I was like, well, this is it. This is it. This is it.
Especially on the main roster.
I thought he was going to snap his arm off.
In the main roster, a lot of submissions get locked in, and you're like, okay, well, they're going to get out of this one. They're going to go to the ropes first. This is not going to matter. But
I thought
every
that top
time a
rope
submission got
was-
locked in this match, that was it. That was going to be it.
Yeah.
That was going to be the match.
For both of them.
Real
It's
quick,
like-
I forgot about this. I don't want to talk about this. In the first match, Ember and Shotzi were working heel, weren't they?
Right?
Yeah,
Because
Couldn't tell.
kind of.
now Dakota and Raquel are faces.
Yeah.
Yep.
But on Sunday, they were like working over Kai's knee and dragging her away from her corner. They were like, they definitely were working heel. Am I crazy?
Well, for like 90% of the match, towards the end of the match, it looked like, at least from the commentators where they were talking, they were like, it was almost like they were selling Dakota and Raquel as heels.
Which is strange because for most of the match, it was like Kai's really struggling. If she can get that good hot tag to Raquel, They can come back, and then the last few minutes, swapped it.
It was weird.
It's like that exact same sequence you mentioned, Mongo. Because I read in the chat, like, did these motherfuckers just do a double turn on us out of nowhere? And
it worked.
Yeah, it did work. And I have a question. And I know we always talk about, Andrade, what they did, what they haven't done with him, what they haven't done with Garza. Can Raquel be the next Latin star?
No.
I know Priest is there.
No.
But the way they're building
No.
style.
No, because she's not being billed as a Latin star. She's being built as a powerhouse.
Right.
And they are already looking at Rhea Ripley as the next powerhouse. And even though Raquel beat her NXT, she's not going to beat her on the main roster.
Right.
This is it for Raquel. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
This
is it. NXT is going to be her pinnacle.
I just don't, right now, unless like something really changes or you can tell that they really take a shining to her. I don't see her winning the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship. NXT, maybe, but Raw, SmackDown, no.
Unless Rhea Ripley gets hurt to the point where she can't wrestle anymore, and they need a replacement, that's it.
I don't even know if they'll make her the replacement.
I mean, she is great,
but we got.
She is great.
I disagree, but because they've never had that female Latin star.
Yeah, absolutely right. They never have, but like Mongo said, they are not pushing her as a Latin star. The last time that she came out as a Latin anything was during the women's, the Mae Young, when she came out dressed like in the cowboy shit, and we all was like, "Who is this tall ass cowgirl?" That was like the last time that they mentioned anything about her being Latin. Let's be realistic.
But here's the thing, though.
Mercedes Martinez.
Here's the thing, though. In that promo, just like how we mentioned how with Priest is starting to speak more Spanish, she's starting to speak more Spanish too.
That is true. And here's the thing: if they decide to go down that route, sure.
Like you said, Mercedes would be this Latin star.
Yeah, but they're really pushing Mercedes more.
Mercedes is the Latin star, bro.
I'm saying they can't. I'm not saying they can't. What I'm saying is right now, aside from NXT, they have not been doing that. And it could happen, but for now, I don't see it.
Nah, I don't think they're pushing Mercedes to be there. I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. What's gonna happen is Kalisto's wife is gonna want him coming into wrestling, and that's gonna be your next Latin female star.
Who is his wife?
A chick that walks around with a mask just like him.
Fair. That's fair.
Aaliyah
in WWE, that's all you need.
Aaliyah Mysterio, baby.
I just want to point out we didn't talk about this to start our NXT rundown. We had a debut.
Oh yeah, we did. You're right.
Lame ass night.
It's terrible. So for those of you that didn't watch Impact between 2012 and 2019, Drew McIntyre as Drew Galloway debuted in TNA with two other men. There were this new group of up and coming big badass motherfuckers who were going to like go take on whatever the heel group was back then. I can't remember. It was Drew, it was Tongaloa, and it was Eli Drake.
Yeah, no, don't care.
Eli Drake went on to become the world heavyweight champion. He's a phenomenal talker. Phenomenal, fantastic. He's a great promo. In the ring, he's good. He's solid. He's not a work rate guy. He's like EC3. But he has a bit more
personality.
He has more personality, and he's better in the ring than EC3. He's basically EC3. And before NXT TakeOver came out, started, LA Knight debuted. LA Knight. Who the fuck came up with names?
I'm gonna tell you, his little run in NWA right before the pandemic started was good.
Yeah,
he can be really good, and I hate that they gave him the stupid name because it's giving Mike and it's giving Kenny the proper reaction, which is to sleep on the guy because the name's terrible.
If he don't wrestle in LA Gears, I don't care about him.
Basically,
Mike, did you?
if he don't have on light ups, he ain't cool.
So, Mike, did you see any Eli Drake before he came in?
I seen a little bit, and I wasn't really impressed.
He put on some great promos in NWA. It was him.
His promo work is fantastic, but
I have to go back and see his NWA work.
Me and Justin can probably get you some good matches and stuff and promos to watch.
The promos he cut in NWA, was it him and Camille that were together?
Yeah. No. Camille,
she's with
Nick Aldis.
Aldis, yes.
He was a tag champ, wasn't he, with James Storm?
Yes. Okay. Those, but him and Aldis put together, in my opinion, the best promos on that show.
Yeah,
it wasn't close.
Yeah.
He
will be the best promo in NXT. Y'all will hear it. He'll be the best promo in NXT.
That was a great promo the other night.
Yeah,
he just had to come out with that stupid ass name.
It demands it. He is not. NXT is all about the work rate, and that is not what his strong suit is. So I think by next year, by the end of 2021, he'll be on the main roster.
And he can shine on the main roster. Please take away the stupid name.
Please just like Eli Drake.
Let it be Eli Drake.
Yeah. Send me. Like once we're done with this, send me. I'm definitely inclined to look at some promos, some matches. I'm inclined. Maybe my opinion will change, but
it's just I remember when it happened and Matt was in the chat saying, "Did Eli Drake just debut?" And my response was, "Why did they get Eli Drake?" The reason was NXT is not the best place for him solely because promo work does not get you over in NXT, except if you're Velveteen Dream.
Unless we're getting a shift. If we're shifting NXT, which we could be, if we're shifting NXT to try to compete with AEW with the mainstream stars more, and we're going to see some influx of some main roster guys coming back into NXT, maybe that's where he fits. I don't know that, but it's a possibility.
The only reason why that makes sense from what y'all are saying with him cutting promos would have to do with NXT now having an NXT for an NXT. They actually have
the Evolve, yeah.
Yeah, the new Evolve. So that if that's the route they're leaning to, where they're gonna have just focus on the wrestling on the Evolve version of it, and we're getting just pretty much a baby version of the main roster with regular NXT, then I guess that's why you would sign someone like him. I wasn't impressed with the promo that I saw. I did not see anything other than 2 actual wrestling matches of Eli Drake before this. So I saw no promos, so I don't know what he can do on the promos. So as of right now, my take on Eli Drake is boo-boo.
I think he could be a baby Miz. He could be like a baby Miz.
Yeah.
That's his ceiling.
It took, but here's the thing. It took me a while to get into Miz. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too.
The reason that Miz really ended up getting over was because Miz just started telling the truth. Miz just started saying facts.
Yeah.
In his own way. But he once he was like, look, I am here every week. Your little heroes, your favorite stars, they get hurt, get injured, they fail to show up. I'm here every week, and you guys don't take me serious. Like once he started speaking facts, that's when the Miz got respect.
To that point, Mongo, like for me, what solidified me as a Miz fan was talking smack. Now, if NXT could have something like that for Eli Drake,
they should. They really should.
Then I would be more inclined to say, you know what? I can get behind this guy. I can follow this guy. I can possibly become a fan of him.
I'm just so mad that they gave him LA Knight.
I know,
Like,
it's
I
so
can't
bad.
get over it. I can't get over the name because I know the talent's there. I know the promo works there, but the name is really hard for me to take him seriously. Even though I like, especially for people that haven't watched him, I know y'all aren't taking this man serious.
Look at my face.
I'm having a hard time taking him serious,
Look at my face.
and I know he's good.
It sounds like the name just sounds like a sleazy manager.
It does.
The name sucks. It doesn't make me want to watch your match. It doesn't catch my attention. It doesn't do anything. If I hear coming to the ring, LA Knight going to the bathroom is Ken Nee now.
The reason that they went with a name like LA Knight is because of the cadence. Because part of Eli Drake's whole thing is he does this whole, this is Eli Drake. You can do that with his LA Knight. The issue is you can do that with a better name. You can do it with such a better name. Like, it's like that's the first one they came up with. And like, it's good enough. It'll be fine.
If he makes LA Knight work, I'll give him all the credit in the world.
He probably can. He probably can. He really is probably one of the best promos on the planet. But it's just that's a tall order. That is a tall order. And like it's not just him. We got MSK in. Their names are Wes Lee and Nash Carter. Those names suck.
Wes Lee is the laziest thing they could come up with.
Caden Carter.
Like who is making these names lately?
You know, no. The laziest name I have ever heard. It was actually a real life person, and that person's name was David Davidson. That was the laziest name I have ever heard in my life. Great man, great fucking man. That was just a lazy ass name. And he would prefer to be called by his last name. And I'm like, it's the same as your fucking first name. There's no difference.
Hey man, he's a
son.
It's called son because he is one.
Because he shines like one.
Sorry, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, back on track. Sorry about that. It's me and Justin bitching about Eli Drake.
Sorry about that, guys.
Johnny Gargano and Kushida, fantastic match. My match of the night, I thought was incredible.
A+ match.
Yeah.
All the way.
Next up was MSK and Grizzled Young Vets. Holy shit, these boys delivered.
A+ match.
They tore the house down. Another one with about 35 false finishes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I was getting ready to throw a shoe at Gibson.
I'm gonna tell y'all
That match brought back Gibson hate, and I'm glad that it brought it back because God damn, Grizzled Young Vets are really fucking good, man.
Yes.
People need to stop. They are really fucking good. And like I said, I just got into Impact, so I caught the tail end of Rascals, MSK. So now that I get to see them, I guess, refreshed in NXT, holy shit.
Boys are good.
I'm not too sure if I'm okay with Nash getting the hot tag.
Yeah, right. It's weird because like Nash, let's be honest, I'm not in shape.
we're more of shape, so
we have a shape.
Yeah,
Round is a shape.
circles and ovals, the string.
But Nash,
If you put
Carter,
Kenny in the beginning, we make 1,000.
Nash Carter looks
Actually,
like
not really. Actually,
Nash
not
Carter
really.
looks like his wife.
Yeah, y'all look like 0.000 me in the beginning of the year.
Nash has this like beer gut thing.
Nash has the slim fat going on.
He does.
That's
He's
what
got
it
the
is. It's
Jericho
like
going on. The early stages of Jericho.
Him and Kimber look very similar.
he's slim and fat at the same time.
But also, just like Kimber, really fucking talented.
Yeah, really are. Really fucking talented. But I'm not too sure if I like him getting the hot tag.
No, it should be Lee. It should be Lee. Lee is I think the more impressive of the two.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Wes, he's the least he's the least of the three. If we're just looking at the Rascals, he's the least talented of the three. Not
Well,
saying
is he? Because he's the one that does the backflip and gets pushed.
True. I'm not saying he's not talented. What I'm saying is it looks like Lee should be getting the hot tag, like Kenny said.
yeah.
But like to say that he's the least talented of the Rascals is not a knock on anybody because all three of those boys can go.
Exactly.
Right.
But still, the Grizzled Young Vets, I compare them to FTR because they are a legit heel tag team. They do all the tricks. They yank you off the apron. They cut you off. They do everything right.
Mm-hmm.
They're great. And again, we've complimented Impact's great storytelling. I know I mentioned this last week. I truly I just saw Mike's message. I truly believe that like the final three of the final four in that tournament had a shot to win the tournament and they had a legitimate story and reason why they should have won. And when you build that up and you add that into their ability to throw you false finishes the way that they do, you get a great match with great storytelling. Because I didn't know which way me and other Jeremy, boss man from the other group, we were talking about it, and we're like, if they go NXT style, Grizzled Young Vets might win this, but if they go main roster style, MSK makes sense because they're the new team on the block. And it was kind of weird to see the way that they told those stories and ended up going with MSK, which I didn't have a problem with them going over because they had built me 3 different pathways, whether it was Ciampa and winning. They could have had the Era win that tournament and then turn. I mean, there were just so many things in that tournament they could have go that way.
Honestly,
Phantasma and Lucha House Party tore it up when they were in the tournament.
Listen, I was getting ready to say, Legato had a legit case to win too because you got Escobar with a championship. They could have a championship, and they could be kind of ruling NXT in their own type of way. But just to piggyback off of you, Justin, when it comes far as which route they were going to go, the main roster route, MSK kind of makes the most sense because even if they decided to, let's say, do something wonky, like have the Dusty winners challenge a main title group. Is it like each tag team champion on the main roster heel right now?
Yeah.
One, two.
One is Hurt Business, and the other one is the Dirty Dogs.
Yeah.
Every tag team champ right now is heels. You have 1, 2, Hurt Business and Dirty Dogs. Those are all of your tag champs are heels right now. So MSK winning, if they did something wild where they allowed MSK to challenge whoever they want, it makes sense for them to challenge any of those teams.
Mm-hmm. I did want to see Vets against 1, 2 again because I just want to see them beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, MSK is just the NXT tag guys, right?
Yeah.
I want to see. You know what? You're absolutely right, Justin. I would love to see Vets win to have them 1, 2 because I don't think I've seen a match where Oni has been Oni in a while.
Oni and Danny just haven't been doing much in the tag division. They've been playing. They've been in the back burner. Just kind of hanging out with Dunn and
some of that is they just haven't had, like you said earlier, Greg. They haven't built. It's taken them a while to build that tag division back up.
Yeah, and now they have. This tournament has given you a lot of teams to work with, and if the Vets, the thing about the Vets is after they lost last year, they didn't stick around. Like they were gone because they
went back to the UK. Yeah.
Hopefully now they stay here.
Yeah.
Because and then we have Imperium coming back together with Alexander Wolf, Maverick and Dana are a great face tag team. Keep Lucha here. Lucha's great here. Can't believe I'm saying that now after what we were saying like a year ago. This tag division now is built back up.
Ciampa and Thatcher.
Yeah, that is a great, just out of nowhere.
It reminds me a lot of the Bar.
Yeah. Oh
It
yeah,
reminds me. It reminds me of the bar, and it also reminds me of when Samoa Joe and Finn
yeah,
got together
yep.
for the Dusty Classic.
And man, give me Vets versus Ciampa and them again for the title. Give me Ciampa and Thatcher versus 1-2, where I just want to see them beat the shit out of each other. Like they have the perfect like three teams right there that are just fun to watch them just go to war.
Mm-hmm. We've had the whole like a year or so of like diving and like years of technical wrestling. This is like a moment where you can have just teams that just beat the shit out of each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me that as a triple threat tag team, like war. Winner faces MSK for the title. Like that's who MSK ends up facing is whoever comes out of those three.
Mm-hmm.
It would be an absolute war to get them to MSK.
Yeah, and hopefully we get more out of that. Again, this tournament was great. Really, just from top to bottom, beginning to end, they did fantastic with this. I'm really glad. And again, the two teams that made it were the teams to make it to the finals. But like you said, Justin, it could have been some other teams, and I would have been upset. I would not have been upset. Next up was Io Shirai versus Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm.
I give that a B-.
Yeah, it was fine. It was good.
Thought Tony should have won.
Supposedly, the match was supposed to have gone on a little bit longer, but due to props falling apart before they were actually supposed to, they had to kind of cut shit short. Like, supposedly they were allotted like an extra. They were supposed to go on for like an extra 10 to 15 more minutes.
I'm glad they didn't. I feel like they kind of got everything that they needed to.
I thought it was I thought the end time was weird for the show. So I really wasn't sure where we lost time at, but that makes sense now.
Yeah, they were supposed to go for like another 10 to 15 more minutes. And
they went nonstop. They kind of hit each other with all their stuff for
early.
I really thought Tony should have won the match, though. I don't know why. I think it's Tony's time to shine, but I mean,
it is. Tony's a star. Tony's a star. Tony, from her entrance to her theme music to the way she looks to her attitude and what she does in the ring, is a star.
But now, who do you have take this belt off of fucking Io now?
You give her Tony 1-on-1.
Yes, Tony needs to beat her 1-on-1.
And give me because Tony technically hit the move to end the match,
and then Io
knocked her off, and she can play that up and say, "Look, you didn't even do the move that got her pinned. I did.
I was going to pin Mercedes.
I was going to pin her, and you ruined that. So now
she can always pull the I didn't lose, Mercedes lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Give me my 1-on-1. She wins, and look, now that Lacey's gone, pregnant." Can we get Io versus Asuka at some point?
Nah, Vince ain't gonna have too many. Vince learned his lesson with too many Japanese women on the main roster at once with the Pirates, with the Kabuki Pirates.
He'll just have them team up.
Right.
Kabuki Warriors 2.0.
Yeah. Don't do that. Nope.
I don't want.
You can't have more than one ethnicity on the same show. They're gonna get paired up, bro.
Right.
That's so frustrating.
Look at her business.
Happens so much.
It's so frustrating.
To be fair, the Hurt Business is awesome, but
it is.
But Io versus
but also they also got Apollo Crews and Ricochet for some reason for like a month or two.
They black.
Cedric and Ricochet.
Ricochet, just because why not? Next up was the main event, and it was Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne, and speaking of beating the shit out of each other, these men whooped each other's asses for 30 minutes. The shit Dunne was doing to Balor should be a fucking.
Listen, I'm not a fan. Stop snapping my fingers. Stop bending me that way. Stop trying to drop me on my neck and shoulder at the same time so I can walk like this for the rest of my life. Stop that. You're mad you look like a damn onion when you put your ponytail on the top of your head, Pete. Stop it.
That's what happens when
You
you're
talk about
vegan.
Rhea Ripley that way.
Oh Lord!
He's the angry vegan.
Called him Onion Head.
Yo, tell me he don't look like an onion when he got that little ponytail up top.
You called him Onion Head.
The brown tan. Yeah, he does look like an onion. Yeah.
Yo, it wasn't even brown. That man was yellow.
Yo, he was yellowish orange. He was fucking. He was
Piss.
sunset.
He looked like your T-shirt.
Piss.
He was
yeah.
sunset.
That
He
man.
was
That
my
man was.
T-shirt and Mongo's shirt together.
Nah, that man looked like a malt liquor. That's the complexion he was. Okay.
Coke 45.
Now that man he like a Saint Oz.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
yeah. Ooh.
With
But
these two, Finn and Pete. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, they were snug. They laid their shit in.
Was there some personal beef? Because
It feels like it.
that's what every match, including Dunn. He's gonna make it personal. He is gonna whoop your ass, so you have to come with it.
nah, I think this
Bruiser
one
was
has
big.
some extra personal shit in it.
How's Finn's arm not broken right now? It was if y'all haven't seen that match, it's nasty. It's very uncomfortable. There are moments in it that just, but the psychology in it was fantastic. Like the way they started out with the whole wrapping up, and then Dunn just driving his shoulder into Balor's jaw,
Mm-hmm.
blood. That shit was great. It was
Phenomenal match.
little stuff like that is what makes NXT main events just different from everything else.
But it's amazing how the same character and guy was on the main roster and they couldn't find nothing to do with him. He hasn't been on NXT 6 months, and look at the fucking classics he put on between Dunn, KOR, shit like that, like Keith Lee.
Grocery list of all the stars.
Kenny, you said he's been on there for 6 months. He hadn't wrestled since October until the other night, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Who?
Balor. No, I'm talking Balor. Like,
He's been there for a year. What do you mean?
oh, you're right. But
We're talking about Dunn.
sorry, but yeah, both of them though. Like Dunn, phenomenal. Balor, phenomenal. But Balor, even on the main roster, to me wasn't great. He was like a cruiserweight for me.
That's how I traded him. And
Balor's still undefeated in takeovers since returning.
Yeah, they gave him a match with Brock Lesnar that was really
Dumb.
good, but compare that to DB and AJ Styles, it's not the same. It wasn't the same. Even though Balor is like a taller, more in shape Daniel Bryan got more offense in. Bryan got more, he had a better chance. They just didn't treat Balor like the star he is on the main roster.
Same thing with Pete.
It's because they were more worried about putting Balor's dick in the camera.
Yeah, they
That's what
were.
they were worried about.
I mean, to be fair, if he had not been injured in his Universal title win, maybe I don't. You know.
They would have found a way to fuck it up.
I'm gonna tell you, I was talking to somebody who had never seen Balor wrestle until he went to the main roster. Like they don't watch NXT, and they were like, "Why do you like this dude?" I'm like, "I promise you, he was phenomenal in NXT. He was so good." They're like, "All he does is drop kick people. Like, what are you talking about? This is terrible. Like, he's just awful. Why do you like this guy?" I'm like, "I need you to go watch like all the takeovers before. I need you to understand how good he was." And so now it's great to see him back over there and putting on great matches, putting on classics. Kenny's right. It works both ways with Pete Dunne too. They didn't have anything for Pete. Pete comes here. Pete puts on classics.
Pete is. I'm gonna hate when he goes to the main roster because I really think Vince is gonna look at him and just go like, he's too small. He the main roster for one night aside from from Survivor Series. He fought Enzo Amore and almost lost.
Yeah, he should never step foot on the main roster again. If it's not the Rumble or Survivor Series match, he should not be anywhere near Raw or SmackDown. No.
Hands over the reins.
Pete's 20 something, 20,
27.
25, 20. Yeah.
He's young. He's nowhere near 27. I don't think. I think
Yeah,
he's like maybe 25.
He's 27. He's 27.
Oh, he just turned 27? Oh.
Just turned 27. Yeah.
I thought they said he was 27 the other night, but I couldn't remember if he was younger than me or a year older. I knew it was either 25 or 27.
How old is Bates now? How old is Bates now?
They should be about 23.
Bates younger than him. Bates is let's see.
He should be about 23, 24 now.
Yeah. Oh, Bates 23.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a guy that's 27. He hadn't even hit his prime at all. Like Pete's got what, 20 years probably to really where he could be a top star for them.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit for him, but unfortunately I think Longo's right. Like him not being bigger can
But
hurt.
here's the thing though, we mentioned it earlier. Now that they got evolved now, and that's going to be the developmental for NXT. NXT is going to be that third brand, so we can see a lot more of these guys being NXT lifers now. And Dunn needs to be an NXT lifer.
Yes,
There's like 5 or 6 guys that should be lifers. 100%. I almost should go back there and be a lifer.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Do we think Cole should be a lifer?
Absolutely.
Cole? No. Cole can go to the main roster.
Well, he's going to outgrow NXT soon.
Yeah, he's already outgrown NXT to some degree.
Cole can survive on the main roster.
Cole should be a superstar on the main roster.
He should be.
Should
be.
But you know what?
If they drop
Vince.
If they drop the ball with Adam Cole on the main roster, they got a problem. I'm sorry.
It's not even the point of dropping the ball on the main roster. Unless your name is AJ Styles and you are internationally known like that, we know how Vince feels about non-homegrown talent.
Yeah.
Like, we know how Vince feels. If you aren't one of his boys, you aren't the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie brings up a good point, though. They should be lifers or just until Vince is gone.
Until Vince is gone.
And when Vince is gone, all bets are off.
If Vince is gone and Triple H takes over, then rotate everybody around.
Because Trips, even at NXT, even if you're not like a main star, Trips treats you pretty well. So I hope it's Trips. I hope they hand it over to Triple H. Once he's taken over, all those guys can go to the main roster, and it won't be a problem. But until then, it's just you'll get what we got with Aleister Black and Andrade and
Aleister should
Bo Dallas, and I mean, just the list goes on.
AOP,
Samoa Joe. I mean, part of
FCR.
that's because he got hurt a lot, but still, he should be.
Aleister should be back in NXT. Almas should be back in NXT. Bo could go on another run in NXT. There's just so many people that could be great in NXT.
Do we want Samoa Joe back in the ring, or have we settled into him being a damn good commentator?
I want him
back in the ring.
Oh, more run.
Commentary.
Well, damn, that was quick.
I'm selfish. I'm selfish. I want one more run, but at the same time, I think Kenny and Mike are right.
Yeah,
I think Kenny and Mike are right. He's a phenomenal announcer. Let him continue to do that. But selfishly, as a fan, and I grew up with him, I want one more run.
I truly feel he should have won that title this one time.
I feel he should have beat Brock. He should have beat fucking Brock.
And then he was feuding with AJ Styles. He should have beat AJ.
Mm-hmm. That was one of the best storylines that they've had in a while because of what he did.
Yeah, that whole year on SmackDown, a lot of segments were really taken to another level because of Joe. Like, we saw it going around again, that moment where he's going to the ring, and you have Mustafa Ali, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Daniel Bryan in the ring. I think it's before the Chamber.
Yo, and he is ripping them a new one as he is walking down the fucking aisle.
Every single one. Every single person. And that he just, in 10 seconds, boom, 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 boom. Nobody talks like Samoa Joe. No one talks shit like Samoa Joe does.
And make you honestly believe it.
Yeah.
Make you honestly believe it. Like, that whole Good Night Wendy.
Oh my god.
So good.
So fucking good.
Bro, Uncle Al was ready to murk Samoa Joe for real. Okay? Samoa Joe played that part so well, you were like, yo, he might really be trying to smash Wendy. Like, he might really. All right, Joe, you might be taking it a little too far right now, Joe. That's enough. That's enough.
That was the end of that segment. The end of that segment was him going to AJ, just finally saying, hey, how's your girl Wendy doing? And like, fucking hell, dude.
He snapped on the King of Clutch on Paul Heyman and said,
yes.
Let him know.
Let
him know.
Dude, when he came in and whispered and said, I just need you to know, this is nothing personal.
Yes.
That was creepy.
It was, dude. Hairs on my arms were standing up. I was like, what the fuck is he about to do to this man? What is about to happen?
Paul was looking like, no, please. I'm please. Please.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. No, Paul. I do have to do this. And then just boom. when Seth came out last year and was like, Joe, you don't want to do this. Because they're about to go beat up Todd Phillips. And he's like, oh no, Seth. I do. And he takes off his headset and like, oh shit, Joe's about to fight. Like, anytime Joe starts to talk shit, you listen. And I just want one good run. Just give me one. It can be for 2 months. Just give me one.
And in this time frame, he could have went up against Drew.
Dude, if he can beat Drew for like, well, here's the thing. The thing is, then Drew can be like a 3-time champion. Is that too much, too quick?
No.
No.
It's during the pandemic right now. You can do that.
Okay. Because I was thinking about having that and having him fight Lashley and Drew, and then Lashley win the belt.
Yeah.
That's my ideal triple threat right now.
I don't want Lashley to get the belt because that means Lashley versus Brock.
Why would that be bad?
You
want Lashley and Brock?
No. I just don't want Brock.
Look, I understand that point. But the whole when Lashley came in, and all of you were looking at me like, why the fuck did you want Lashley? Look at it. His finish was a suplex. He hit the sisters. What the fuck is happening? But now you see what Lashley can do and what he can be. That was the Lashley that I wanted against Brock.
This Lashley, I wouldn't mind, but I just don't want Brock. I want
no. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind Brock when it's against somebody who he gives a shit about fighting.
Exactly.
When it's somebody that Brock doesn't mind fighting, I don't mind watching Brock.
You know what? If we get enthusiastic Brock,
yes,
cares. I'll give you that. Yeah, y'all are right. If we get enthusiastic Brock versus this Lashley, yes,
dude, that's a fucking amazing match.
I need Lashley to go over.
That is a SummerSlam match.
Here's the thing. Before we get that, I'm gonna need Brock and R-Truth interacting at least one more time.
Dude.
Okay. Before anything, I'm gonna need Brock and R-Truth interacting.
I watch that every couple months just because
it's so. That's my favorite backstage news story ever. As I'm going like after that segment, Brock started pitching stories to work with R-Truth. Because Brock thought he was so funny. Like legit, Brock was like, Vince, I want to work with him. I gotta work with him more.
Like this has got this dude. The man challenged Paul Heyman.
I'm coming for you, Paul.
Paul
Heyman.
Heyman.
I'm out of the match.
Brock could barely keep his shit together.
He was
Who
like,
said you
fell
not?
back into the ropes, laughing like I can't believe this.
he went full like
He said, "Wait, you're not."
Michael Scott. I undeclare.
Undeclared.
I'm not in the Rumble. I was kidding, Brock. Please don't hurt me.
24/7.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Speaking of that, we have
Oh,
a
you
new
talk a lot.
24/7 champion.
Yes, we do. Bad Bunny.
The Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
The Bad Bunny. He's there. He's
Dude.
there.
He's on SNL this week, and you know they're like, please take the belt to SNL. Please show that belt off on SNL.
They already are going to show that belt off on SNL because they were plugging him being on SNL this week.
I think he loses the belt on SNL.
Dude, that would be
Which-
great.
That'll be awesome. That's exactly what Vince wants.
Our truth's gonna come win that belt at SNL.
Hell, SNL already has a working relationship with the company. Fucking Michael Che and
Yeah.
what's his name? Were already working with them before. So
Right. That'd be brilliant.
Please let our truth win that title on SNL.
on
Please.
SNL.
Yeah.
Please let R-Truth act like he's the fucking drummer to the fucking house band and comes and pins Bad Bunny mid fucking performance.
Mid performance.
Mid performance. I need Truth dressed up like he's the fucking drummer on the house band, and he comes up, and Bad Bunny is singing his song. Roll up.
Dude,
Who knows? Maybe Booker T will be on there and like he'll be distracted and our truth takes the title. I need what Reggie just said. That's what I
Truth
need.
can come
I
dressed
need
as Booker
Truth dressed as Booker T takes the title.
Dude, I never in my wildest dreams thought we could have our truth on Saturday Night Live, but we're like one step away from it happening. I gotta have it. Like for 2021 to really be better than 2020, I need this to happen.
It's like I need more cowbell, but I need more our truth.
I need more truth.
I need more our truth. It's like Matt needs more Finn. I need more our truth.
All right, boys. So after the NXT championship, the NXT championship, Balor barely beat Dunn. Again, like Justin said, so many false finishes. There are moments where we thought people were going to tap out. It was just incredible. Balor won and is attacked by the tag champs, Lorcan and Birch. The Era makes the save. Kyle picks up Balor. They shake hands. They pose. Adam Cole super kicks Finn. Then he super kicks Kyle O'Reilly. The Era is dead. On NXT this week, Kyle and Strong came out with the music, but Kyle clearly is done. And it sucks that it ended, but it had to end at some point. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where this goes. All of these guys have a ton of potential.
My heart just wasn't ready.
Yeah. It's just the issue I have right now is that Dunn lost clean and Dunn is still going for the belt. I don't want Balor to lose that belt because it's like Adam Cole interference. After this, he's had a really strong run. I want whoever beats him to beat him.
It needs to put somebody over, and having Finn lose it like in an interference way doesn't put over whoever's going to win that title.
And that's the beauty of NXT because they rarely have that.
Yeah.
They rarely have the interference in a match, especially on TakeOver. It's normally more times than not clean finish. So I don't think we would have to worry about that too much.
So that was the weekend of wrestling. It was No Surrender and Day, 2 phenomenal shows. Phenomenal weekend.
Out fucking standing. Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
Both of them were A shows for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 2 best shows in wrestling.
And I don't know if I can tell you which one I like better because they both have different elements. I think both.
I think if you were looking for in ring, I think it's NXT, but I think every other way, Impact always beats them.
Yeah.
As the Impact has more entertaining stories, like the Undisputed Era thing is really interesting. But just everything else, Impact does better.
Yeah, because like we mentioned before, the divisions are so equally spread out in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so equal. Like you get the same interest in the knockout division as you do the world title division. Like you get just the interest is always there. It's not peaks and valleys. It's not a roller coaster. Everything is consistent. Sometimes in NXT, as great as it is, and we're all fanboys of NXT, NXT has had a tremendous 7-8 year run. But recently, there's been lows here and there. Do they recover? Absolutely. But from what I've watched from Impact over the past close to a year now, no lows whatsoever. I think that's the difference.
Yeah, it's the weekly stuff from Impact is pretty much always from beginning to end of the show always enjoyable. NXT has some stuff that's just like, all right, we'll see where it goes, but it takes a while to warm up.
The one thing I'll say, I still don't like listening to Matt Striker. I just don't. I hate listening to Matt Striker.
I think he's better. He got better. He got better than one of his first few shows. I've still, and I know this isn't a popular opinion, but we all share it, I think. I miss Josh Matthews.
Yeah, I miss that dweeb.
Like,
fucking dweeb.
I really don't understand why people hated Josh Matthews so much.
There were people on the Twitch stream the other night commenting and were like, I'm so glad Matt Striker's here as the commentator now. He's 90% better than Josh Matthews.
Like, really?
Yeah, like if you watch the Twitch channel, the comments on the side, there was like a 20-minute discussion on how Matt Striker is better than Josh Matthews in every single way, and that 90% of the time that Matt Striker is flawless on commentary.
Rule number 1 on Twitch. Rule number 1: do not read that chat.
Turn those comments off.
Yes, do not read it. Turn them off.
I'm sitting here thinking, what are y'all watching? Like, this is terrible. I don't want to hear Matt Striker. I turned my TV down.
Turn that chat off, Justin.
I turned the sound all the way down. I just listened to Kenny and Matt. Kenny.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
I just don't even want to hear Matt Striker. It's that bad.
As I'm running results,
he had a ponytail when I looked at his fucking head the other day. I said, "Is that a fucking ponytail?" Oh, he looking like Miami Vice.
As I write results for Sportskeeda for Impact, I turn on Matt or Mike and Kenny because I'd rather hear them.
Wow, thanks.
Definitely.
See how he says it? I'd rather hear these two fuckers than listen.
I said, you motherfuckers just.
I'd rather hear these two fuckers than listen to him. So,
you two are blissed off your asses half the time anyway. So it's
facts.
Stoners.
Matt Striker's down here, Kenny and Mike up here.
See, I personally I've just learned to just block him out. Like that's how good the wrestling is in Impact. I can block him out.
D-Lo's
and I'm about to say, Uncle Phil saves him a lot.
Phil is fine.
Phil saves him a lot.
All right, boys. We want to talk about anything else? We're going to do the predictions now.
Let's get these predictions on the way.
All right. So there were 5 matches.
Not day out 4.
They might fill something in for Asuka, but for tonight we're not going to do a prediction.
The only thing that should happen for a replacement for this match for Asuka should be Alexa, with Alexa winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only replacement which should happen, which better happen.
Because Randy interrupted it.
Here we go. Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee versus Riddle.
First of all, Keith Lee is no longer in this match.
He's not in the match?
Keith Lee still has COVID.
I heard.
He still
I heard
has
they
it?
pulled them. I heard they pulled them.
Keith Lee has been.
What did they pull?
Keith Lee is no longer in the match. He has the COVID.
It's part of the Vince isn't happy with him bullshit.
Yep, that's part of the reason why Vince isn't very happy with him, because Lee, unfortunately, is showing like real symptoms, and he is taking a while to recover. So it is looking like it will be a one-on-one match for the U.S. title.
But they haven't officially done it yet.
They haven't officially done it yet, but it's more than likely going to be a one-on-one match.
All right. So if Keith is in this match, do y'all's predictions change?
Mine's no.
I don't even know, man.
Because if so, I want to get predictions for either or.
Okay, we can do predictions for both if you want.
Since
we don't have a fifth match for we don't know for sure what's going on with Oscar. We can do two predictions for this match.
All right, I just want to have bases covered in case something happens and he does show up. I want to make sure we have it done. So first off, we'll do it if he's there. So Lashley versus Lee versus Riddle. Jeremy, we'll do Jeremy, then Justin, then Kenny, then me, then Mike.
So for both matches, I'm going Lashley.
Okay.
I want to go Keith Lee because he's me, but I'll go Lashley in both cases.
I'm going Riddle in both.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Lee if he's in the match. I'm gonna go Lee. If not, I'm gonna go Lashley.
Riddle for both.
All right. Next up is the SmackDown Chamber. Winner of this faces Roman Reigns immediately after.
Winner of the match gets to die.
So we're all choosing Roman, correct?
Right.
Cool. All right. We got that out of the way. Who is facing Roman? So we have Jey Uso versus Kevin Owens versus King Corbin versus Sami Zayn versus Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm going Cesaro.
Cesaro.
BB.
Okay. Maybe Owens again, can it? I mean, good God, it cannot be Owens again.
I hope not.
He's lost 3 times now.
I'm gonna go Cesaro.
Oh my fucking god.
I think it's either Cesaro or DB. I think it's one of those two. I don't think it's
I think you don't want to waste DB and Roman on Fastlane, so I'm gonna go Cesaro.
All right. And then we're going to go Roman because we're not stupid. The Raw Chamber match: Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton versus Sheamus versus Kofi Kingston. Anyone not going Drew? Okay.
Randy.
Randy.
Going with Randy.
That is a ballsy decision, sir.
So you think we're gonna get Randy and Edge again, or is Miz Cat? Oh my fucking god!
Randy and Edge for the belt? Oh shit.
Miz is cashing in.
Miz is cashing in. Oh shit.
Give me Miz cashing in on Sunday.
So he cashes in after the match.
Yeah, he wins he wins over whoever wins that match.
Do you guys want to do cash in predictions?
As
He's
a
saying he's going
bonus?
to do it. He's saying he's going to do it
As a bonus,
That doesn't mean he's going to.
as a bonus. Yeah.
if he cashes in, he fails.
I don't think he's going to cash in.
Well, this is just if he does he win or lose?
All right, so we
Justin-
all Justin Jeremy
wins,
is
wins the chamber. Justin.
Miz wins if he Miz wins if he cashes in.
But
no, who wins the chamber?
Oh, Drew. Yeah, my bad, Drew.
Yeah.
I thought we all agreed that it was Drew.
No, Jeremy's going to Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. I thought everybody else was good on that. My bad.
Everybody else going to go Drew?
I don't know now. Fucking Jeremy.
Oh man.
I know Jeremy fucking threw a wrench into that shit.
Because they can definitely
Well, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Since we still doing predictions, I'm going to put my DB as Cesaro.
Okay.
Leave me as Drew for right now, so that way if I change my mind last minute, I can use Drew as I can use my changer.
Okay. And then is there a cash in?
Cash
If
in.
there's cash in, does he win or lose?
Does he cash in? And if he does he win or lose?
It's just if he cashes in, does he win or lose? It's just one.
That is going to be a loss.
Okay. Jeremy, you said he's going to win. Cash in?
No, he's gonna lose.
Lose? Okay. Right now, Justin's the only one that has him winning that.
I just don't want to give him that case back to lose again.
I would hope not, but also he picked a bad time to be fucking holder when the champions are Drew and Roman.
Which is why Elimination Chamber is the perfect time for him to take it.
You're right. You are right. God damn.
It's the most brutal match in WWE outside of Hell in a Cell. It's the perfect match. Drew has to go through 6 people. He's already injured from Monday night when he hurt his leg from Sheamus and the Gauntlet match. I really thought he was going to cash in at the Gauntlet. And the reason I thought that, Miz gets himself out of the chamber match. Drew gets through the Gauntlet match, is down and out. Miz didn't cash in, which makes me think Miz cashes in Sunday, which means I think he wins.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna make Miz go into Mania with the belt.
He will
He'll lose the next pay-per-view.
lose at Fastlane.
Yeah, he's gonna die at Fastlane.
I'm gonna go Drew and yes on the cash in.
Yeah, I think he has a successful cash in. Miz. Yeah.
All right, so does Drew wins the chamber?
Yeah.
Does changing the cash in count as changing the prediction? Because this is a bonus.
If your change is the chamber win, you can change the cash in.
What? That's the only way I can change my cash in?
You can change the cash in separately, but if you get a 2 for 1 if you change the chamber.
So if he changes to Orton, he can also change to him winning, Miz winning.
Mhm.
Okay.
But like if he just doesn't want, if he wants to keep McIntyre and change the cash in, that still counts as his
Change.
swap. Yeah, Jeremy fucked up my whole whole idea. Oh God.
Damn, now we all sitting here quiet, stuck, seeing who the hell we gonna pick and what's going on. Who do we need to change?
Hey, Margaret, let Keith Lee, if he wrestles, give me Keith Lee winning that triple threat. But otherwise, Lashley.
All right.
Yeah. Switch that to Keith Lee if it's a triple threat for me, Mongo. Yeah. But keep Riddle the same if it's 1-on-1. God, that fucking done. Oh,
Yeah, WB, man. I'm telling you, they have set it up perfectly for Miz because why would he get pulled out of the chamber? Then why would he also lose a match to get his buddy in the chamber? It just doesn't make sense. It puts him at odds to cash in, and then he actually goes and does it and wins it. It's unreal that they have actually put this out for this to happen.
What are the one? Give me the people that are in that match again.
In the Raw chamber.
Yeah.
Drew, AJ, Jeff, Randy, Sheamus, and Kofi. I'll say this. We all.
I'm changing my pick.
Okay.
AJ and Miz cashes in.
And wins.
Mm-hmm. AJ and Miz wins.
Ooh.
Give me Sheamus.
Because yeah,
Sheamus.
because they can play back that storyline that they had at
Mm-hmm.
God.
What if Miz gets Omos? What if Miz gets Omos?
And that's how he wins. That's how he, and that's part of his cashing.
He flips almost.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, yeah. He turns on age. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
All of this just
I pulled the Jeremy on y'all. Gave y'all something to fucking think about.
This is supposed to be a really easy part of the show tonight, but God,
really wild. Miz is the key to all.
The only guaranteed thing that we are all on is Roman is walking out with the belt.
Yep.
That's the only thing we all know.
So I'm actually gonna change my chamber pick to Sheamus.
Oh my fucking God.
And I still have Miz winning.
you know what really sucks?
Everybody
Randy
has
could
it.
win. AJ could win. Sheamus could win. This actually isn't that fucking easy to choose. Like
The only person we have no hope for is Jeff.
It's Kofi.
No, it ain't even Kofi.
can't do it.
Right, Jeff. Jeff
Kofi
is
ain't winning that. Kofi ain't winning that. No.
Imagine Kofi winning and then get cash on in immediately.
Oh yes.
The hate,
Oh.
hate would be
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
They would say that Miz is a Trump supporter if that happened.
The mag. Not
Justin,
the
you said you went Sheamus?
Yeah, I'll run it with Sheamus.
Holy shit!
Miz
Oh,
still cashes in and wins.
What the fuck?
And I think the way he wins, I think Drew, after he realizes Sheamus has won, absolutely destroys Sheamus. Sheamus is just laying there. Miz cashes in. We get a triple threat at Fastlane of Miz, Sheamus, and Drew.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I have this right. The only person that thinks Miz loses his cash in is Jeremy.
Yes.
The same motherfucker who picked Randy.
The motherfucker who brought up the cash in.
God damn it, Tito.
Looks like I can use another glass of wine. Half a bottle done.
Here's the thing: if there is no cash in, Jeremy doesn't get a point. But if he does cash in and loses, that's where you get a point.
Wait, what now?
If there is no cash in,
Nobody gets a point.
nobody gets a point. This is all based off if the cash in actually happens. So if there's no cash in, Jeremy doesn't get a point for saying that he was going to lose. It has to be that he cashes in and loses the
Has to actually, yeah.
Let's make sure. Okay. Fuck. Okay, so there's only 2 matches where we agree. And
So who did everybody pick in the chamber?
Hold on. Yeah, who did everybody pick for the chamber? Yeah.
so Jeremy's got Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Justin's got Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny, you have AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Mike and I have Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Shit, I might as well pick Kofi.
I mean, you want to go Kofi?
No, I'm not serious.
Yeah.
No, I'm not serious.
Even that the SmackDown chamber, we all went Cesaro, but it could be DB. Like I might change that shit. You know?
Right.
fuck?
It could be Kevin Owens again.
It could be Kevin Owens again. That's the problem.
He could just take the loss again.
Hit a pay-per-view with 4 fucking matches.
Because here's the thing:
That is all out of whack.
They have to. Whoever wins that chamber match to face Roman.
Whoa. I'm changing my pick. My pick is Jay.
Why Jay?
He just down for Roman.
Why Jay? Exactly, because he's just going to lay down
for Roman.
Yep, finger poke of death.
Oh, Kenny. I can't stand you right now, bro. You get this wine or off it right now, and you just put everything up.
Why did I show up tonight? Why did I do this to myself? This is some bullshit.
Mike, this boozy wine got me feeling boozy. Yeah, Mike, you chose to be here.
That's your fault.
It was a rhetorical question, you assholes. I did not need a fucking answer.
Change mine to J2.
Really? Really?
The story is there. He's right. And then I can always change that back.
Remember, they made it. They said that, like, remember, Roman they tried to get Roman into the Elimination Chamber match, and he said, no, my contract says I just have to fight at the Elimination Chamber match. It doesn't say I have to compete in the chamber.
Right.
Why not have an easy night? Because he wasn't planning on breaking his sweat.
The one thing that was weird, though, I thought, was that Adam Pearce is the one that put Jay in the match. It wasn't like Jay volunteered, hey, let me get in that match so I can go try to win this. So Roman doesn't have to face him.
Exactly. So if Adam Pearce put him in there, then that means that Adam Pearce is trying to set it up so Jay can win, thinking that he's going to get Jay versus Roman again to try to see if he'll fight his cousin.
They're just going to give him the big finger, the big old middle finger. God damn it.
Yeah, so
are we locking in?
I gotta take a walk. I can't.
Are we locking in?
I want Jay.
Mike, you locking in?
He said he'd take a walk for a second. He'd be right back.
God damn it. I don't want to think about it anymore, man, because I'm going to change something.
This is probably the craziest pay-per-view we've had in a while, where I legitimately have no idea who's winning anything. Well,
other than Roman winning. Right. All we know is Roman is winning. That's the only thing. We're just trying to figure out who's going to fight him. And I think it's his cousin.
Jay and KO probably make the most sense. I'd like to see Cesaro get the opportunity, but what is the point of giving Cesaro the opportunity just to lose?
Immediately
lose.
Just to have the story?
Nah.
They build him up. He wins it and then loses unfairly. He can have another match later on. He'll still lose.
Yeah, but if we're getting Edge versus Roman, this has to be the simplest route.
You know why that's not going to happen? And I'm going to tell you exactly why, Mongo. Because I'm going to make you want to change your pick after I say this.
Okay.
Cesaro's not going to win because Cesaro's about to go into a feud with Seth. Think about that promo that Seth just cut. Who was the last person out at the ring shaking his head at
shit. I forgot all about this.
Yeah.
Does Seth join the table?
Oh my god.
Cesaro wins. Seth screws him.
Nah. Seth isn't going to join the table. He's the Messiah.
What if Cesaro wins and he manages to actually get a good fight in against Roman, but then he gets the curb stomp?
Finger poke of death, brother.
I think Jay makes a lot of sense to win. And that's why I'm picking him for now.
I can change my answer later, but right now I'm going finger poke of death. Ooh style, baby.
Jay makes a lot of sense.
Fuck.
Michael, come back so we can lock these votes in.
I can decide if I want to change that match or if I want to change the shame.
He's got a bottle.
All right, hold on. What you just told me, you got to tell Mike.
I said the reason why you might want to change your pick from Cesaro is don't forget Cesaro's about to go into a feud with Seth. Think about when Seth just had that promo on the last person from around that ring and who he attacked. That was Cesaro.
He fucked Cesaro up. Yes, he did. That walk, that 2-minute walk, yeah. God damn it. Jey Uso, god damn it.
And another one. What you going for, Gray? Lock it in.
Oh my god. It was nice knowing your title. We had a great run. Son of a bitch.
This is gonna come back and bite me in the ass.
You sticking with Cesaro?
Nope.
Oh. Who you going with, Oos?
Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Jeremy, you gonna keep it?
Gonna keep it.
All right, we're locking in.
Kevin Owens too. Okay, we're good. Now we're good.
You thought okay? All right.
Okay. Then I can change it to Jay, or I can change the Sheamus pick. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
So if they keep the Oscar match and they replace somebody,
We'll come back. We'll do a prediction for that later on. If they do an Oscar match, we'll in the chat we'll talk about it. All right. Well, fuck. This might be the most danger Mike's been in so far with his belt.
To think, I had to dodge 2 pay-per-views. I had to survive 2 pay-per-views this past weekend.
4-match pay-per-view. A 4-match pay-per-view might be your undoing, and that's the crazy part.
Fucking WWE. Fucking main roster.
Here's the thing: if Matt picks similar picks to you, then that still leaves you in contention for a tie. Due to the fact that nobody is pretty much picking similar picks, that's what makes it so wishy-washy. If anybody gets any similar picks to you, that puts you in the lead to keep your belt as far as a tie.
That's my only hope. Like that's my only hope. The champion's advantage.
These are all over the place. Like Jesus. Okay. All right, boys. Well, good luck at the chamber. I hope to at least retain a belt, if nothing else.
You see that last long look he gave it? He knows it's about to go away.
I'm trying
give that little back his belt.
I'm trying to get my first belt, so
I'll just ship this one to you, Justin. It's fine. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we sign off for the night?
Don't forget to catch us every Thursday. We're right here at 8:30. Don't forget to catch me and Mike on either Tuesdays or Wednesdays when we do our live stream. We'll either do Impact or AEW NXT. This week we did Impact, so more than likely next week we'll do Wednesday. You know, so that way to catch up with the whole UE situation and what's going on with AEW. There's supposed to be from AEW, there should be more the women's tournament that went on, so we should talk about that. Don't forget to also catch Greg on Twitter, twitter.com/Greg Bush. That's SK. Don't forget our boy Justin writes for his local paper. Don't forget our boy Tito is out there promoting us, doing his thing. Big shout out to the Animal Beard Company. I'm wearing the Chunky Monkey right now. You know, got me smelling good. Little Chunky Monkey.
I just finished K9.
Finished the Longhorn and Canhouse. Now I'm doing Young Buck. Good stuff. Good shit.
So when y'all get a chance, check out the Animal Beard Company. They got some pretty good products. Got me feeling pretty good. Got the gray shining. I can't say much about it.
It's getting there. It's been about a month or 3 weeks.
Feels nice. Feels nice and full.
Yeah, it's soft. It's soft. I like that.
Sir.
You know, it doesn't make the bed scratchy. That's a good thing. Don't forget to also Thursdays before our podcast. Normally, you will have the On the Mic podcast. You can catch him on Facebook. You can catch him also on YouTube. Anything else we need to plug out here, fellas?
Eugenics.
Wow. This Matt's not here.
Eugenics.
All right, boys. You guys can, like what Kenny said, there's on the mic, and you can follow them Tuesday or Wednesday for their watch along. I highly recommend it compared to Impact Commentary. It's a lot better. That's better.
This company needs to definitely get us down for a sponsor. They definitely need to get us down for a sponsor.
Tostitos, baby.
Everybody put up something. Listen, we
Look.
trying to get as many sponsors as
It is always Miller time in Castle Bush. All right.
listen, and if you want to smell good, don't forget you. I'm promoting it all. Listen, we trying to get some sponsors so we can fucking get paid to do this. All right. We love talking to y'all about wrestling. We love that y'all watch, but you know what? Let's get some money for this.
I want to do this for the, I want to not to wake up at 8 a.m. for a job. All right. Thanks for following us this week, ladies and gentlemen. We might do. I'm probably going to do a pre-show thing at least for the chamber. If you want to follow me, join me, y'all can. It's up to y'all. I ain't got shit else to do on Sunday anyway.
I'll be there.
We'll talk about the show. Might watch the pre-show. There is a pre-show, and give you all the updated picks, which we'll have locked in. We'll say 2:00 on Sunday.
2:00. Yeah, because that way we'll find out whether or not they're going to have a women's match. By then, they should let us know.
If Keith Lee's right.
Keith Lee too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, for all the boys here, the Othering Podcast. My curse is broken. Fuck you, Jeremy. We'll see y'all next time.
He hit you.
Podcast out.
Chuck Norris, bitches.